So, as we had last left it off, the party was able to escape from jail. They were able to retrieve their items from the head jailer known as Smear, who was a disgusting, horrible person who worshipped Finriel, the god of the beast god of jealousy and slaughter. Whilst making your way out after the alarm had been triggered by Smear, who used his last action to cast Sending to notify somebody, you were accosted by two other jailers who used an assortment of barbed chains to try to attack you. It was at this point that on the other side of the room, Loic, your good friend who had retreated into the other district to help his people, had returned, and together you were able to dispatch the jailers. It was there that Loic revealed that he was in fact planning a mass rebellion of all the half-elves in the city, and he had been planting agents pretty much everywhere, and today was the day that it was all going to go down. And that he was leading a small team of the best half-elves into the palace, utilizing the tunnel that they had built to assassinate the king. However, you dashed this by informing him of all the defenses that he currently had, as well as the anti-magic stuff, which changed his plans when he realized when he couldn't just Eldritch Blast the king in the face. His next priority was to get his people to safety, and he asked for your help in doing this. So the half-elves that were with him are staying behind to act as a rear guard for you guys to secure the way, and then for them to follow on afterwards. However, along the way, you came across an individual that Arri Winwood, who originally let you out, asked you to look for. He is not very talkative. He's very guarded, keeps himself mostly. You guys are keeping an eye on him just in case he ends up being a dickhead. However, Rennas did arm him with a spear and some form of clothes for him to resist the cold.
He's got my studded armour.
Indeed. And it was then that Arri was able to convince him to share his name, to which it was Zaphus, to which Arri knows the connection of that name. But I do believe she has not told the rest of you yet. So, descending down the hole that Loic and his half-elves had made, you have now arrived in the frozen subterranean areas of the palace. Loic has informed you that there is a golem down here that he has been able to damage but not destroy completely, and to be on guard. However, you are out of immediate danger for now. So, I would say you guys have taken 10 minutes to yourselves to fully equip yourselves with all your items. Anything that you want to carry on you at the moment is being carried, or where you are able to do so. What would you guys like to do from here? Okay, so I do have your Toby somewhere. Alright, so Toby comes into existence. I know it's a raven, but it's an owl, so...
Is there any immediate danger?
Not as of right now. You've basically had a few minutes to get to basically get yourself armed and equipped.
Okay. I just want to check. I want to go through and check that everything was in the bag. There was nothing missing that I can see of. At least my stuff.
I'll
take with Otti.
If you're just going through your stuff, you can confirm that all of your stuff is currently there.
Cool. I just want to make sure nothing's missing. Okay.
Could I ask to reach in and grab the bag of... not grab the bag of holding. Kane's staff. Is Kane's staff still present?
Kane's staff is still present, yes.
That's alright then.
Cool.
as well as just for the clarity, because you do have another one of their items, you also still have Marcus's divinity book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just nobody can use it right now.
Okay.
Well, do we want to get a move?
Yeah, let's move out.
Alright. Any
All right.
kind
Well,
of order?
I know the way. But let's be on guard. There's, like I said, there's that guardian down here, and there's also cubes as well. There's also some doors that are locked. I couldn't find a way past them, so.
Yeah, my specialty.
Interesting.
Weapons out and let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
So can I just get you can move your tokens however you want, but is there a specific marching order here?
Shall I go first stealthing?
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, Toby could circle above me, depending on how big these cave things are.
We all rolling for stealth if
How
we're going to
dark
try
is it
and do
down
this.
It's up to you guys. If Rennas and Toby wants to scout on ahead, if they want to do it stealthily, they can go ahead and make stealth checks and then see what there is to see and then report back. Let me actually give Toby some the ability to see for you, Verity.
It tends to help.
And Bella did just ask as well, like, how dark down here is it?
It's dark, but like the light reflects upon itself because it is the ice cave. So, like out to a certain extent, you can't see beyond it. But in the immediate vicinity, your eyes are adjusted. You can see the snow at night. Like the lights, what light there is, does resonate in the immediate area around you.
Okay, cool.
If you want to see further, you can produce light, but light will bounce throughout these caves or subterranean areas.
That's fine. Okay. I'm fine with being somewhere near the front.
I'll always be the same. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll be in the middle.
I'll go in the rear.
Otti will also go at the back.
Zarthus will say, do you guys want me walking alongside you, or what do you want me to do?
I think in the middle is probably appropriate for yourself right now.
Stick him in the middle somewhere.
Surrounded by us all.
It's fine. So I'll go in the middle.
Do your scouting, scouty boy.
Can you see with Toby? Actually, no. If I
Dream, he can't see Toby. I mean, he can see him. He can't see through Toby. By the looks of it.
Can see clearly now that Toby's gone.
He's gone.
if I put it in Verity's actual, if I say Toby is actually Verity.
Verity, you've changed. Yes, now Streamy can see.
And then... So it is producing light for you guys, is that right? Alright. Okay, so Rennas and Toby, can I get stealth checks from you guys then?
Oh, that shouldn't have been an advantage.
Either way, it's definitely a 23.
Of course it is, because I'm incapable of rolling above 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was actually a disadvantage, not advantage.
That's right, yep.
Not that it really matters.
Okay, so just waiting on Toby's stealth check. It is stealth, yeah. So that's a 12. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, and can you roll a quick d20 for summoning Toby as well, please?
he's just poofed in and out of existence, does that constitute a spell slot?
I was going to say, he had only been, dismissed to his dimension, so...
That's right. So disregard that then. Okay, Georgia, can you just confirm that you can currently see light emanating from Toby and you can see what he sees?
I don't know, I'm having trouble, moving. Anything. I think... Yeah, I can see for Toby.
Okay, excellent. Lovely. Alright, so Rennas and Toby proceed down the pathways and immediately looking ahead of you. There's something of a crossroads junction ahead of you, and you can see a little splatter of blood on the ground.
I will gesture to the party that I can't see anything here, so it's probably safe to go into this corner, and then I shall move down. Do I have any sense of idea what animal or thing these bones have come from?
They look like the remains of something that was recently pummeled.
Could I have Toby, fly down, circle back real quick? Because he has flyby, which means he can't evoke opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
So see if he'll just get something to move.
Okay, no problem. Can you just tell me exactly where you'd like him to do a flyby to?
Oh, I didn't realize Rennas had moved up to the blood already.
Yeah.
I'll just have him fly down the southern covered door a little bit. Back.
Okay. There you go. It goes back to Rennas. So Rennas, the bones on the ground, they look like they're part of a fresh kill, and there is a blood splatter of where something clearly very recently died. There's a small indentation in the ice and the snow, and you can clearly see that it's been dragged away beyond that door.
Is there any sort of keyhole or anything in the door?
Make an investigation check.
One would think so. If the blood...
There is something of a key in there. It's odd. It's kind of like a free pointed keyhole, whereas one key would then split off into three different parts of the key, and then they would all twist at the same time.
Okay, I'm going to guess it's probably not pickable, but can I see through the keyhole?
Go ahead and make a perception check, and you can try to pick lock it if you will, but you have to tell me how you're going to do it.
I mean, that depends on what I see through the thing. Oh, what a surprise! This is 4 rolls, and I haven't got above 10 yet.
You can only see darkness beyond, but you do hear a small sound of something eating.
That sounds nommy. Well, I have my thieves' tools, and I also have a collection of daggers, so could I potentially use the thieves' tools in one of the edges and a dagger in the other to try and maneuver them all at the same time?
Go ahead and make a thieves' tools check at disadvantage then, please.
Okay.
Purely because you were using the daggers, which are not they're not precise.
I should have gone and stolen Arri's other set of thieves' tools.
Rapier would probably do better than dagger because it's longer and thinner.
Oh!
You unlock one of the things, but the daggers just can't seem to fit into the other one. And you are unsuccessful in picking the lock.
Okie doke.
Well, you were successful in picking a third of it, but once you retract the thieves' tools, they just seem to relock back into place.
Okie doke. It's me thinking I was doing so well. Well, I guess we explore for a key then.
Well, are you going to wait? Are you going to let the others know to move?
Well, I mean, I signalled to them from the corner that it was safe to go up to that corner, and no one did. Yay! Now they've
I'll
come.
move forward. Here we go.
Okay, so Loic will then go there. Suffus will go there.
He's on top of me.
Get off of me! And I'll move Arri there at the rear, and Verity sticking by Suffus. Okay.
Arri also said, or just asked me for help as well, in the chat.
I'll just move back to the party and just explain. Some weird lock in that door. I tried picking it, didn't go well. So we can try and explore for a key, or we can come back and me and Arri can double team it later. But for now, I think we should just explore. There's either straight on or there's a right hand turn which is left for us, but we're going down, so it'll be a right hand turn for us. Any preference?
We either deal with whatever is behind that door, lest it start hunting us, or we just vamoose through.
I mean, the door's locked. I couldn't see anything through it.
There are a few more doors, and I couldn't find any way to open it. However, Loic is peering down the corridor. Right there. That's where my friend Hammond got killed by the golem down here.
Was it the golem that dragged its body away?
I don't know. We got out of there pretty quick.
Interesting. Because I don't think a golem would why would a golem need to drag a corpse away if it just kills and then it's killed?
Do you ask Zaphus that, Verity? Nothing of value or use. Sorry.
I mean, if we desperately want to know what's behind that door, I'm happy to try and pick it with Ari's assistance. It had some weird triple-pointed lock, so 2 sets of sleeve tools may do better than 1.
Yeah, Arri's on Roll20. She's also on Discord. I don't know if you're muted, Meg.
I haven't heard her in a while.
No, Discord is unmuted, so there isn't the microphone with the cross through it, but I don't know if she's got a headset pulled up or something like that. I am not muted. Ugh.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Oh,
We can.
Roll20 is a bit so.
Okay. We'll just have to make do then until it fixes itself, which will probably be never.
Probably.
Alright. So,
I see people. That's a plus. I'm
That's
hoping
a
you can't
plus.
see me because I'm eating.
I can't see you.
No, I cannot see people.
That's good. Okay.
So, sorry, I've just reread what Verity said there. So, I know that there was some constructs down here. On occasion, the guards had to drag out a body from some thief or whatever. Got liquefied by the oozes down here, but beyond that, I've been in a cell for a long time. I don't know of any recent occupants, shall we say. I know that the golem is made of iron, and I know it has a controls crystal somewhere, but where it is, or if it's even
We're
still
all a little bit
functioning.
scared of crystals.
So ahead of you, Toby, or from what you can see, the path is split off to the left and right.
Are we taking a path, or are me and Harry going to try and open this door?
Up to you guys.
Well, it's up to Arri if she wants to help, really, I think.
If she's talking, I can't hear her again.
She's currently muted.
Can you hear me?
We can.
Yes.
You can hear now.
Cool. Yeah, I'm happy to help. Sorry, I'm muted because I'm munching and you don't want to hear me munching.
Alright, so Arri, are you going to move
don't
down
know
the
that.
side of Rennas?
Yeah. I'll go see my buddy.
Alright.
If they're moving down, probably keep an eye on the corner.
Alright, so one of you can is it 2 thieves tools that you're using?
Yeah, Harry's got a set of thieves sword, haven't you?
I have 2 sets.
Do you want to use all 3 then?
We can
Sounds
give
good.
it a go.
Alright then, if that's the case, one of you can roll at advantage with one helping the other, or both of you can just roll normally.
I'm +7 to my thieves' tools.
I am +9.
Do you want to roll with advantage?
Yeah, okie doke.
I'm going to go back to munching.
But I won't get as rugged this time.
So Arri and Rennas. So, working together, you try to pick the locks. It seems that one of them is just kind of solidified shut due to the ice and the moisture, and you're just not able to. You could try to force it. Do you want to roll one more check to force the lock? See if it works.
I'm game for that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something
Make
Arri
more-
would do.
And this will be for the final lock. Can I get Rennas just to do just one thieves tool check with just a normal roll? Ting! You break the lock off. Right, sorry, no, you break the lockpick.
God damn it.
You still have 2. Make an investigation check, please, Verity. Best you can tell, this is a one-way door.
So only things can come out of it. How strange.
As no, things can only go in.
Oh, okay.
You can tell this by judging by the way the blood is spreaded across the floor.
Right, okay, that makes sense.
Have we checked what the tracks are?
Something recently bludgeoned is what I worked out.
Yeah, can I have a check to see if I can figure out what this
Do you
thing
wanna make
that
a
was bludgeoned or, anything else?
Well, Loic will tell you the answer. He says, well, that right there is exactly where my friend got killed. He ain't here no more. I thought I'd see his body on the way back, but clearly he's been taken somewhere else.
Hold back, Saki remark. Okay.
Korgrin
That
and
was
Bellatrix,
like Arri.
with your passive perceptions, you can hear more to the west.
Does it sound like it's getting closer and louder, or
No, you just hear it for now. You can't
So it's
determine
just-
if
it's just a consistent same?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not coming closer, it's not going further away, so... Okay,
Okay.
interesting. I think we found your iron golem, we think it's...
To the west.
that
Well,
Let's go ask her if he's got a 3-pointed key.
way.
Mhm.
It might just smash your face in.
Well, that'd be rude.
What we do know is it's not coming closer. It doesn't sound like it's getting further away either. So it may be traveling like parallel to us. I don't really know. But shall we just move south, see what we can find? We can always look back if we'd like to. Then, if this has been a bit of an unsuccessful attempt at picking a lock.
I'd say so. Yeah, let's keep.
It's a very
heading
tricky lock.
I understand. Normally, you're only used to dealing with one hole. Now you've got 3 to deal with.
south.
Terrible, Bella.
I didn't make the joke. Cool, you did.
Well, where do you guys want to go?
South?
South? I think south.
South.
Probably.
Go on,
Keep
Scout.
on going south. That's where my other companion was killed. Oi, don't go off the map.
He's teleporting into walls!
Sorry, I was using the keys because my other hand is busy on the laptop. But
Real fake doors!
Arri, did you want to assume the rear again?
Yes, please.
I figure we'd leave Rennas scout a bit further, so if Loic wants to come back out of the junction. Try and get back here, you shitty warlock.
Not again.
So, you can see the path
Yeah,
turns off to the left and right, Rennas.
okay, joke. Oh, I see more blood.
Once you get across it, you see a much larger door here with another blood splatter that's been dragged towards this door.
Move back to here. Just like wave everyone forward. And I shall make my way to the door.
Tiptoe,
Is there any
tiptoe,
obvious
tiptoe.
openings on this big door?
There is one handprint on there, roughly the size of your torso.
This is a door for big
be-
people.
Beyond that, there is no markings on this door other than it is a very sturdy steel door that the sides of it are encased in ice.
Okay, so there's a big ass door here, guys. I'll head back and speak to them. I can't see a way of opening it. It's got a massive handprint. It's about as big as me.
Is
It's
it
bigger than Korgrin.
human hand?
It is 5 digits, yes.
Which way is this boom boom booming coming from?
From the west.
Do we want to dip down whatever this path is that Toby's about to go in? If there's booming behind us?
I am happy to investigate down there.
Gets us out of whatever this T-junction is away from footsteps. Let's go. So at the very least we can all get into this one room. Hurry the party along. Come on, get in.
I found a dead end with 3 little dots.
You can see another little door, similar makings and keyholes as the first smaller door that we saw, but no bloodstains. Loic at this point says, and this is exactly where the Guardian killed the first one of us.
Ah, so the Guardian does patrol around this route at some point.
Cool. Well, dead end's down here, right?
No, there's one dead end.
Okay.
And there's a
Is
door and possibly another route, sort of. I don't know
Is
how far
that-
it goes, but yes, there is another route.
Are the footsteps getting louder or quieter, Jack?
Yes, they're getting louder.
Okay,
It's coming.
hurry
But
down.
they don't seem to be direct, as if it might just, whatever it is, could just very well be patrolling.
Still, we could be on its patrol route, so...
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Did
Keep going, lads. Oh,
we
I'm on it,
investigate
sorry.
what this is, or...
It's a dead end. You
For
can go
those-
and have a look. You can have a look down there to see if there's anything hidden.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm lucky.
All right, make an investigation check on that area.
I'm not good at those.
I'm going to keep hitting on. I'm not either, got -2, so I can help. I'll help. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm on you, sorry.
But considering we're both very perceptive people, we're very terrible at actually finding things.
Yes.
So rolling with assistance then?
Yeah.
Bonk.
You dig through the snow momentarily, and you're quite confident in the knowledge that this particular dead end has got nothing down it.
Back on we go.
Scurry on through. Step on me, mommy.
Okey-doke. So I shall carry on moving down. Oh, there's lots of routes down here. Proper little maze of maziness.
Okay, I think I have complete control again. I
Good.
think.
Assuming the direct control.
We shall see for definite, I imagine, though.
Okay, so I'll move back and
Arri
let them know that I'm heading
Arri
up
and
the
Verity.
offshoot.
Very Verity, just as you're walking down this particular corridor here, your passive perceptions can clearly see something shiny reflect off of the ice down here. Something big.
And we gotta get moving. Can you do anything about our tracks in case it sees them?
Makes sense for any guards to be patrolling doors. True.
Well, Zathras can't do anything. Loic can't do anything, and Otti can't do anything.
Well, I'm just saying to Verity, can she press digitation on our tracks as we move along? Like, I don't know whether it'll look for them or what, but you never know.
Assuming that yeet is yes.
Oh,
I mean,
Right, do you wanna
am I
cast
the only one that's
prestidigitation?
itching to kill things after escaping from that prison? I've got a lot of pent-up anger.
it's big and scary, and you die a lot.
Back when Jack said,
The bigger they are, the more I die.
So,
Sorry, what did you say, Verity?
sorry, I typed that yeet and sent it. Where back when you said like you see something big and shiny, I was like, yeet, let's go.
Ah,
We
okay,
have some
right.
precipitation behind us.
All right.
Yeah.
So you quickly cast prestidigitation and you get rid of the immediate footsteps going down this particular corridor, and I'd say right up until the bloodstain there. But you're not within distance to get rid of the footprints of where you've come from.
I mean, how far? I have spell sniper and like.
But prestidigitation is a touch spell, or like in the immediate vicinity, and you have to see it as well.
Yeah, I'll
It's
just start
fine.
doing the
If it doesn't follow us
classic
down these tunnels, it's a. In fact, if it even fits down these tunnels, if it's big, they look quite small and windy.
Exactly. So down we go, people. Cram in this room. 25 foot wide.
Follow me. Don't know where I'm going.
Nice. So Verity would be going there. Arri, are you staying there?
And you'll be nope in a world of pure imagination.
I'm trying to circle around this room. We can't get in, looking for other ways in.
So this area here is a dead end.
Okie doke.
Let's hold Alt, shall we? Then we don't have to worry about actual square spacing.
Those of you in the back space can clearly hear, and the area around you shudders slightly as sort of snow falls from the crevices and the cracks of the caves. Something's close, and it's just
Pass
found
without
something.
trace. I am going to cast Pass Without Trace and ask everyone to
Okay.
start stealthing.
All right, everybody can make a stealth check. I'll roll for Zathras. That was 27 from Zaphis.
Good old Zaphis.
We're rolling.
It wasn't a
stats.
1. It wasn't a 1. I'm far away though, so I don't even know if I technically count within your
Just means you are like 2, not 12.
Yeah. Is it 60 feet or 30
that's
feet?
30.
30, so
Although, to
definitely
be fair, I think I would be closer to you by now because I'm just waiting for other tokens to move before I can move mine. And I think the tokens that I need to move are tokens that aren't easily movable.
No, they're not, unfortunately. Right, so Loic would go down there. Zaphis would go there. Otti would be there.
Yeah, so I assume that Verity would be around here, so Arri would be more here, I imagine.
Rennas, that particular door does not seem to have any
Even
key
Rennas is in the thing.
locks. Any locks in there?
Well, Rennas is starting to think this room doesn't exist. It's just a figment of his imagination to taunt him.
But does that mean if there's no locks, it can just be pushed open? Or is there no handle?
I pushed
There
the
is
door.
no- Looks like it's about to go, but then you get the feeling that it is frozen shut. It might require either some force or something else.
Produce fire.
Yes. Who can heat things?
I have produced not fireball. We're not using fireball. Okay, I've gathered. Hi, Rennas. What's happening here?
This door, it seems to be frozen shut. It can move a little bit when I push it, and that's my little weak ass. So I imagine your hulking barbarian strength will just move it like that.
I'll give it a bash. Why not?
And I'll happily assist you.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, make a.
I mean, surely it would be a strong person that would assist.
Cookie,
I'll
give
stop
me a
hiding at the
hand.
back then.
Give me a hand.
I'll help.
All
Are we
right.
melting it first and then doing it, or are we just
Yeah, let's melt
pushing?
it first. We'll do some produce flame just quickly around the outsides. And then I'll go for the strength. At advantage, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Heave ho!
Hey! 21's not bad.
You shoulder it. Nudges a little. You shoulder again. It almost breaks off. You give it one third shove with Rennas beside it, with Korgrin beside you. The door flies open.
We're in, lads. Let's go.
Inside, you see a very large cavern area with a lot of bones around. You can see
Oh no.
2 fresh corpses that have recently been fed upon, roughly, but they're missing chunks, like a lot of chunks.
Out of
They
the
are-
frying pan and into the fire.
They are also encased in ice, like frozen.
Oh.
Looking over to the right of the cave, you can see a massive pile of gems and gold.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Treasure.
Anyone else getting flashbacks?
Yeah.
Am I the only one
Yeah.
that can't see?
I
No,
can't
we
see
can't
it.
see. With
I'm
Okay,
just
never mind.
describing the area at the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly where my brain went.
Well, we kicked that white dragon's ass. If there's a white dragon there, still steal its treasure.
Yeah.
That was a child.
Rescue its treasure.
As you start making your way towards the treasure,
I mean, we didn't
we-
make any mention of going in just yet.
Just looking.
well, he just said, we're going to go search the treasure.
No, we did anyone else?
I
didn't.
mean,
say
Rennas
that.
heard the word treasure, and Rennas is investigating the treasure, let's be fair.
Okay, if Rennas is going for the treasure, he's doing it on his own.
Yeah.
Bye! See you later, pal! Hope you
Alright.
enjoy dying again.
Can we at least perceive this time, please?
Yeah, let's take a look first.
Well, go ahead and make perceptions as Rennas walks forward.
Rennas, fuck's sake.
I'm gonna ask for a fucking
Don't
guidance on
fucking
this.
smile like that,
Yeah,
you bastard.
That was a good roll to get guidance on. 27.
It's a crap guidance.
Yeah, shit
Korgrin
guidance.
and Korgrin, you see something hanging from the ceiling. Bella, you see something in the gem pile itself.
Little shit.
Rennas,
gems.
stop.
And Rennas, as you start walking towards them, there is movement. And all of a sudden, and the gems burst apart, and you can all of you can see white-scaled, long-necked, however youngish-looking white dragons.
There was an S on it.
Oh.
There's two.
Can you go ahead and move your tokens wherever you'd like to be in that particular cavern at that point? We're not starting initiative yet. They have just literally just revealed themselves, and they're looking at you.
Off the door.
Slam! Bye, Rennas!
Yeah.
So Loic would be there. I mean, Otti would be wherever Bellatrix would be.
She doesn't always cling to me. Actually, we're usually quite separate in battle.
Zathis is staying hidden as fuck.
Yeah, he's not going there. Verity, where would you like to be in this cave?
Yeah, that'll do.
I've just put you in there for now, and Toby as well. Like, just ping where you want them to be.
Because I don't want to be grouped. We've had bad tangos with dragons before.
Yeah, let's try and stay apart a little bit.
But I know that just because of how we entered and that it was us perceiving, I know that Bellatrix and Korgrin will probably be fucking close to each other.
Yeah, they would.
We're the ones that are just going, I wonder what's in here, fuck.
Wait, what did you see up?
You saw
one of them... Go on.
Like, basically, Korgrin and Bellatrix, you noticed both of them, like, each one of them at the same time. So,
That's
Korgrin,
fine.
you noticed one up. Bellatrix, you noticed one in the treasure itself.
That's okay.
Okay. So, I'm going to assume where you guys currently are is where you want your tokens to be. Is that correct?
I was blindly walking towards the treasure. Hadn't even noticed the dragons, so yes.
Okay, I'll be there then.
So, Loic immediately would have went over to the corpses of the half-elves to, basically inspect them, see what happened to them. I've got Toby beside him, Verity. So go ahead and move Toby if you don't want him to be there.
Toby
Zathis is staying outside,
however
just-
far up you can get. Gonna be like circling above right now.
The cavern itself is about 40 feet high, so...
Yeah, he'll be high enough so that if someone's doing a cone towards the ground, it'll miss him.
Yeah, okay, no problem. So,
Verity is just going to be kind of like in the doorway, like making sure Zathis is safe.
Zathis is terrified, and he is basically put his back against the icy wall, and he's almost hyperventilating. Like he looks like someone who's just gone into shock. Like he wasn't. He was not expecting this sort of thing.
And I'm basically using the door as a barricade, so again, if any breath weapons come this way...
It's been pushed open, like, almost off the hinges, so unfortunately it's not effective cover.
I mean, maybe Zathis should be down there, further away, rather than by the
then
door.
I'm going to be pushing Zathis' ass down the hall. It's like,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake, man.
Out
Out of combat.
Alright.
I'm going to be turning any corner, like, anywhere to get, like, cover.
Should be safe there. So, these two dragons are perceiving you, Rennas. Their heads cocking to their side as they sort of lean in a little closer. And they accidentally sort of nudge shoulders a little bit. And the one that looks a little bit more silvery, but still is clearly a white dragon, just sort of nips at the other dragon's head a little bit, and he just goes... Clayton, do you smell that? I do, Kenneth. They smell like... You are the ones that hurt Mother. Years and years ago. She still recovers. And yet, you still live. Mother would have thought you would have died by now.
That'd be the grandparents then.
So Arri will say in Draconic, technically I'm only 19 years old. I have fought another white dragon, but that was a while ago.
You speak the mother tongue.
I do.
What are you? Why are you here? Do you bring tribute?
We are looking for escape, but I'm sure you can take your tribute from whatever follows us.
There is no escape here. This is detention. This is solitude. This is where we wait until we are called by Mother.
Have you not tried to get out?
No. We are commanded to stay, so we stay.
I know where your mother is. Would you like to know where your mother is?
Where is she, then?
If you show us the way out, I'll show you where your mother is.
Make a deception check.
I do actually know where their mother is, though.
Where is their mother, and who is their mother?
She's the one that tried to talk to us when we got caught in those stupid caves. If you give me 2 seconds, I'll see if I can find
that's
a
not
name.
their mother.
But that's the one that our grandparents thought, because that's the one who recognised us from our grandparents' scent.
Yeah, and that was a young
Also the
dragon
big
as
ones.
well.
No, it was Aurora, the freezing embrace. She just couldn't
Yeah,
get to us
Aurora.
at that time. Aurora's 900 years old, and that was when the book
Yeah.
was written, about 60 years ago.
Yeah. So you are correct in assuming that Aurora might be their mother.
Oh, it's not going to
We've
be
had
that.
another encounter. I know we had the one in McTide's cave, but I don't remember being spoken to by another dragon.
No, Aurora's never interacted with you guys.
Didn't think so.
I thought we heard talking.
No, so the previous white dragon did converse with you, called one of you false, because
Yeah.
as far as they are aware, there was only 6 people who fought its mother, but there was in fact 7 of you.
Oh, no problem. I'm clearly getting my wires crossed, but I'll roll deception.
She lies. I know, Katana. I know. Why do you try to deceive us? You found your way here, you can find your way out, but not unless you give us tribute.
I tried to offer you tribute, but now I see it's clear that you just don't know your way out. You're trapped. You're mice in a cage.
They snarl, and you can see.
I can't hear you,
icicles.
Jack.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
I can hear Jack.
They
Yeah, just when
snarl.
I saw on the webcam you were talking, but you weren't.
Yeah.
There is a delay. It takes about 2
Yeah.
seconds between Jack starting to talk and us hearing him.
Ah, right. Oh, anyway, they snarl, and you can see icicles sort of just like kind of blast out of their breath a little, and they bare their teeth. We stay because Mother commands it, and we'll leave when Mother commands it. We are connected to her always.
When was the last time she spoke to you?
8 years ago.
Then how do you know she's okay? How do you know that you're waiting for a signal? The world has changed out there. The world has gone colder. The world has gone evil. I assume you know of Argoneth.
She knows nothing, Katana. I know, Kenneth. She is a puppet
She is nothing, wandering in the dark, waiting to be frozen.
You speak of matters you know not, little halfling. Now pay us tribute, or we will consider you the tribute.
I assume this entire conversation has been in Draconic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
So I
know.
can't flip them one
What was
copy
it?
piece just to piss them off.
No, I
Arri
was
was
curious.
literally going to do that. Arri was literally going to flip them a copper piece and be like, that's all you're worth.
Oh, God. Okay.
And I'll be like to everyone else, I may have pissed off the dragons, guys, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Well, Clayton,
And they're speaking in common now.
looks like we get to feast once more.
Yes, my brother. We do our mother and her allies proud today.
Allies.
Right, I'm just going to get rid of the old Iron Golem because he's not actually part of this.
Thank God.
It just punches through a door. What up, bitches?
What up, bitches? Can I get initiative from everybody, please?
Why do I ask it a question?
Blink.
I'm rolling really well tonight. 2 2s, fantastic.
Choo-choo. What did I actually roll?
I actually rolled relatively well while picking locks, but still failed. But other than that, I rolled shit.
I mean, hey, a dragon rolled lower than me. It was a 5% chance, and it got the 5% chance.
Did I roll a natural one?
You did.
Oh, bloody hell.
Fuck you,
They're
Kidnap.
young. They're young, so they're not exactly dexterous. Alright, Clayton.
We've dealt with a young dragon before, bitch.
Oh,
We've dealt with 2 adult dragons before, bitch.
oh fuck.
Yeah, one of them got hurt, the other one ran away, didn't they?
I mean, yeah.
Right.
They don't need to know that.
I mean, if you want to go down that way, we also dealt with a demonic Bahia at the same time.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
True,
You guys have taken on some pretty crazy things.
I've dealt with a Tarrasque.
Fuck's
I
sake.
mean, that was a story bit, and you know it.
I dealt with a Tarrasque.
Otti has advantage on initiative if you're wrong. Otti.
Alright, no worries.
A lot better.
Alright, well that was
That's
for
not
Loic.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, fuck.
Wait, she suddenly gained an extra.
2
Oh, I
to
can't
initiative.
work it out.
Wow.
That's even worse.
Well,
for
that
her.
was worse.
Oh.
Big oof.
So she actually got 8. So okay.
What did I got 10.
All right,
Okay.
descending. Is everybody on the turn tracker? Loic, Rennas, Verity, Bellatrix,
looks like it.
Arri, Korgrin.
I do look that way.
Unless Zaphos needs to roll initiative, but even
No,
if he
he's
was
not-
fighting, he'd be taking
No.
a dodge action.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be fucking part of that. No fucking way.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Ooh, what are we doing here? What's going on there?
Oh, let's
Alright.
meet some dragons then, I guess.
Top of the
Yeah.
round is Loic.
Say the line, Warlock.
I cast. Oh fucking! I didn't expect Loic to go first. To be honest, he's gonna fucking 5th level fireball them.
Okay.
The money.
Nice.
So
Fucking get him.
He better not
because
destroy the loot.
he's at maximum level. Oh, for fuck! Of course. Why wouldn't that be an attack? Ugh.
Nope.
All right. Well,
I mean, it's
anyways,
a spell
I'll make them do their dex saves first. So
Oh,
it's a fail from Canet. That's a fail from Clayton, so they're going to be taking maximum damage on this.
heck yeah.
Alright, cool.
Let's go, Loic.
So,
Careful now, he's only got 2 spell slots left.
8d6, 9d6, 10d6 fire damage. So, I hate typing it out. Oh, 10d6.
10d6.
Ah. So it's 33 points of fire damage pours over him as he immediately unleashes it. Don't you dare feast on my people! The explosion subsides, and you can see them slightly burned, but still just as aggressive and just as angry and dangerous. Okay, Loic, knowing exactly what they can do, is going to run over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's where he's going to stay. Rennas, you're up next.
Good job.
Rennas is going to arch around the corner and attempt to hide.
Okay, make a stealth check, please.
I will get advantage because I've moved less than half of my movement.
Nice.
That beats their passive.
Okey-doke. I will then stealthily drop my shield and take my bow off. I will take a shot with the manti bow.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Do I want to do it sharpshooter? Yeah, why not? Oh, sorry, that's not an advantage. So 26.
Should be, because
26
you're hidden.
hit.
In fact, it is an advantage because I'm sneaking. Yeah. So
It's also your triple broken advantage.
it's also a triple advantage. I haven't used my bow in so long. This is my normal Rennas build. So I'll take one more just in case I get the crit.
Also, is there music?
Yes.
Hi.
Okay. I will refresh, because I cannot hear it.
26
well, the
hits,
20
I'm assuming.
26 will hit. Who are you hitting, Kinet or Kaitanar?
Who's the closest? Kaitanar.
Kaitanar. So
music.
that is... So it's 25, 35, 44 points of damage.
Oh, woo.
And yeah,
And
okay,
that
so
is me.
you unleash the bow, and it fires with such ferocity that it strikes Kaitanar straight in there. It's kind of scraped through his scales, blasts a few of them off, and he sort of bumps back into Kinet, who nips at his wing a little. Alright. Are you staying there, Rennas?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Kaitanar's turn.
Don't think he likes me very much.
Oh, no. So, Kaitanar is immediately going to take to flying as much as he can in this cramped cavern. And he's going to fly...
Ooh.
So then he's going to drop down to the ground there, and he's going to unleash his cone of breath.
He moved within 10 feet of me. I can attack him.
Yep.
Like
Well, he's dropping down. He's dropping down in your location, so unfortunately, it won't stop him from getting within 5 feet of you because he drops. So
Yeah, that's fair. Bit.
that is a hit on him.
Bit.
So it's 11 piercing damage towards him.
That'll do for now.
So Toby's up at the moment, so he won't be hit by this.
Oh, no.
Alright, Kaitanar. So can I get Constitution saving throws? I've marked down the damage, by the way. Can I get Constitution saving throws from Bellatrix, Otti, and Korgrin?
You mean he's gonna shoot the fucking people that didn't even touch him? Little
I did
bastard.
just poke him.
Yeah, the groups that clump together, yes.
No, I mean, like, I none of us have dealt a fucking arrow shot to him. He goes, "You three, fuck you." Bah!
He's
You're
another
next, rogue.
creature.
I just think it's funny. Con save. I thought I rolled an advantage. Thank God I didn't. And you'll need to roll one for Otti.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, once I rolled okay on a fucking con save.
Fail from Otti. Okay, so
10d8.
roll 10d8. Right, so it's 47 points of cold damage towards Otti and Bellatrix, and half of that, which is
23?
23 cold damage to Otti. Sorry, Korgrin. As he gets down, he immediately turns around, pointing his tail towards Rennas in a way that it's going to potentially whip it, and just goes and a cold, icy breath just bellows forth and envelops Bellatrix, Otti, and Korgrin. When it subsides, you can see icicles are formed on their armor, and they're shivering and hurt.
My hair.
That brings us to Verity's turn.
Someone please defrost my hair.
You're the one with
Okay.
produce flame.
True. I'll burn my hair. Mm-mm.
So, through Toby, I'm going to cast Bigby's hand, but I would like to call it the Hand of Steve.
Okay. So it's more of a hoof then, isn't it?
I summon the Hand of Steve.
Or it's a hand with a horn on the top of it.
It's just angelic and pretty.
It's hand,
And
but
I
every
wanna
toes
do
have
a
toe fingers.
forceful
Oops.
attack towards the one that just did the breath weapon, I guess.
That'd be Clayton.
Yeah. So I have to roll. Okay. Ultimate attack is dum. Oh my god, why are you so slow? Roll 30.
It's not even peak time for it, so I don't know what's going on with it.
It's my internet is just shit. Okay. So it's a +8 to hit.
Yes.
27.
That's a hit.
Okay, and then that's 4. Hand, what is that? Let me go. Forceful hand,
Mhm.
Not forceful hand, clenched fist.
Clenched fist, that's the one.
It takes 48 damage.
That's right.
That's not as much as I thought, but oh well. Please change the dice for me. Oh, nice.
Nice.
2A.
So,
nice.
Steve's hand.
The hand of Steve.
The hand of Steve comes into existence by Clayton's face. It's sparkly and white and has something of a hairy, fiery mane down its sort of backhand a little bit. It clenches its fist and reaches forward to punch Clayton across the face, forcing his head to crash into the wall beside it. You can see a few teeth fly out and a little bit of blood splatter out as well. It goes, Clayton's looking quite hurt, actually. All right, so
Fist, you
that's...
lizard.
So now they are aware of what Toby can do. Okay, Bellatrix, you're up.
Well, it's me casting it through Toby, so it's still me.
Yeah, but they saw a magic emanate from Toby, so
They just think
Okay.
Toby's a badass.
yeah.
Magic bird.
Okay.
If they're a mindless beast, they wouldn't notice, but they are intelligent creatures. So
how close is he? 5 feet? We're in melee.
he is 5 feet. He is 5 feet away from you. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put the glaive away and I'm gonna get the Vorpal sword out.
Righto.
Swing, and I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna rage first, so bonus action rage,
Okay.
and flip. Ugh.
That is a miss, unfortunately. You
Not good.
strike, and it just bounces off of his scales.
Okay.
You leave
well,
a good scratch mark where it was, though.
Gonna try again.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a hit.
Okay.
So that's 13 damage. This time you are able to pierce it through the scales itself and give it a good clean cut across its side where it starts bleeding profusely. It starts sort of falling down onto one claw and then sort of picking himself back up again. Kate and I is looking real hurt.
Oh, okay. Cool. That is that's all I can do, yeah. I'm not me.
It is Oti's turn. Well then, Otti is going to hang back. And she, as what she told me, she's going to cast Firebolt.
Yay.
So where is her Firebolt? Here we go. Unfortunately, it just bounces off the side of Clayton, doing no damage. She is going to move all the way over there to sort of space out a little. Arrabella, it's your turn.
Okay, so I am going to take a shot at Canet.
Okay.
And I am going to... Let's have a look at this. cast bonus action Hunter's Mark on Kinet, and
Yep.
then I'm going to shoot them with Arcane Arrow, Bursting Arrow. So if this hits, it takes damage plus an extra 2d6 damage, and then plus the Hunter's Mark damage. So fingers crossed. Do I still have the Oath Bow?
I'm going to say no.
Okay, I'm going to delete that from my character sheet then, because it would have been in the bag of holding, which is why I was going to check.
Yeah.
Master
That's gonna be
Swordsman
the-
stole his bow back.
Yeah.
That's the thing, I don't think a Master Swordsman would go after a bow, considering he was not the best with it anyway.
Look, because I already rolled it this way, you can have the Oath Bow, because you already have all the items back. So, you can have the Oath Bow.
Let me guess, Meghan just deleted it.
No, it's still there.
And that is
So-
a hit.
That is a hit, so it's this damage plus 2d6 plus and then another d6 from the... No, it's not as much as I was hoping it would be, but it's something.
Okay, so from the Oath Bow, the arrow turns into a magically bluish kind of flame. Once it hits Connect, the flame disperses, and it just sort of reaches out. It just pierces more kind of shrapnel of itself into its side. Connect was definitely noticed that.
Would I be able to have the stats on the Oath Bow? Because I have attuned to it.
Yeah. Do you? Hold on.
Yeah, I attuned to it when he was sleeping.
Oath Bow.
Just because I don't know what it does, I just know it does something snazzy when it's a specific target.
Here, I'll put it in your journal. Okay.
Thank you.
Where are you, Harry? There we go. Okay, so Korgrin, you're up.
I will approach Clayton, so 5, 10. Is that a hand on the... Oh, is that Steve's hand? Hand of
That's
Steve.
Steve's hand.
I was
The
like,
hand of
is
Steve.
that a hand in the floor? Is that part of the map? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I assume I can pass through because it's not obstructing
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
And I would like to cast a 4th level Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
As a bonus action. So that
What is the
is-
weapon? What is the weapon you're making?
You know it's Moradin's hammer. It's always Moradin's hammer.
Okay.
So for when you
Stop.
cast this
Hammer
spell, using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8. So that
Nice.
goes up by 2d8 on top of 1d8. So it's 3d8 plus spell casting ability modifier. So first I need to make a melee spell attack with it.
At
Okay.
advantage.
Oh, you're raging, aren't you?
I'm raging.
Yes, God's
Arr.
Queen.
Get 'em.
Bonk. And it's a good
That's a hit.
thing.
That's a hit.
Nice.
So
Nice.
roll 3d8 plus ba-da-ba-ba-ba, 3.
He's not loving it?
I wouldn't be.
18 points of damage.
Nice.
18 points of damage against Clayton. How do you want to kill the Clayton?
Oh! Fuck!
That was fast.
Dang.
They're young dragons, and you guys are very strong. You guys underestimate how strong you are.
I'll serve it up. I'll serve Clayton up. I'll bash his head with the hammer and impale it on the Vorpal sword.
Oh, nice. Fuck yeah.
Sorry, as you guys.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
tongue lolls out, and his blue eyes go grey and lifeless.
Blue eyes white
Splendid.
dragon, are you kidding me?
Clayton!
That's just my bonus action, bitch.
Yeah.
So
10,
with
15.
spell casting,
Yep.
I can cast lower than my original
Yes,
spell,
lower.
correct?
That's
Okay.
right. Yes.
Then I will just first level guiding bolt towards Kinet.
Sure. Make a ranged spell attack, please.
Yep. Do not tell me the answer, just in case, whether it hits or not. So,
Right there.
bonk. I'll take it.
Nice.
Okay, that's a hit on him.
So that is 4d6. Is it 4d6 at first level? I can never remember. I always cast it higher. It is 4d6. For 14 smackaroonies.
Okay, so you hit him in the wing a little, and you kind of create a small little hole as that immediate area starts glowing and sort of reverberating with a radiant energy that guides everybody's eyes. Alright, is that it from you, Korgrin?
That's all my movement, action, and bonus action.
Alright. So, connect. Oh, he did not like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 targets that he can see. Alright, so he's going to go for Loic. And he's going to unleash a ravenous attack against him.
Ooh, rip Loic.
They all hit. Alright, so that is... Oof. Right, 32, 44, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 48 points of damage against him. As you see this dragon just pounce on top of Loic, who's just struggling. As he's going... Okay, that is Kennet's turn, so that brings us to the top of the round, which is Loic. Alright. Oof. He is going to use the spell slots to cast Misty Step.
Damn it, coward.
He's got advantage, don't worry.
Oh, yeah,
She's
it
going
is.
to go there. And then he's going to unleash... he's used his action to cast Eldritch Blast.
There goes your advantage, Rennas. Cast an advantage, Jack, for Guiding Bolt.
It's fine, I can hide.
So that's a hit on the first one, and I believe he fires it twice more. Let me just check the Eldritch Blast. Come on, stop being slow. He's currently, 3 beams at his level. So, non-advantage. All hits.
Pause.
So that is 30 points of force damage against him. As it basically in the backside of the dragon, he just goes and he's forced forward a little. Right, Rennas, that brings us to your turn.
Rennas is going to shuffle forward to this dead dragon and hide behind it.
Okay.
That's what I was going to do.
That beats his passive.
Nice. And then I will take a shot with the SS Mantibow.
Okay.
So
22
good thing.
hits.
I have click damage.
I don't believe you.
I'm going to do it again.
You're going to be really disappointed if the damage is better.
Typical.
It is better.
So that is 23, 43 points of damage against him. This one shot actually goes straight through his Kennet's eye. He starts thrashing around on the spot. He crashes up against the wall a little bit. His blood is pouring down his eye. And just in doing so, you can tell he's taking a hell of a lot of heavy damage. And he sort of struggles down onto the floor a little bit. He just goes, stop!
And
Okay,
I will then stop.
down.
Partly because he's asked me to, and partly because it's the end of my turn.
Alright, Verity, it's your turn. Verity?
Hold on a sec.
Is she about?
Yeah, she just said, "Hold on a sec."
Yeah.
She's speaking.
I'm trying to figure out what options do I want to do.
I can't hear her.
Yeah, she is
What?
actually coming through. I can hear her fine.
Hold on,
I can
right,
hear
let
her,
me
she's
leave,
quite
let me
quiet.
leave and come. All right, try again.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn to everyone and be like, do we want to ask this thing questions or can I kill it?
Do we want to know why it's surrendering first? It's unusual, no?
I mean, technically, it hasn't surrendered. It just told us to stop.
No, I want
Maybe it's stop so I can eat you all.
Let me
True.
just double check the stats on my hand of Steve.
Yeah, Arri would probably just ask it, why is its lair here?
On your turn.
What size
No, I'm
is
just
He's
saying.
large.
the
Like,
dragon? Is it huge?
It's large. It's a young dragon.
So that's smaller than huge then?
Yes.
Okay, then I will send over my hand to Steve. And with... Hold on. Yeah. I'm going to send my hand to Steve over and I'm going to grapple it.
Okay, so he'll make an opposed athletics check.
So this is again +8. Be good.
Natural one.
Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of grab it on the top of his face and pull its head down onto the ground and be like,
So,
sit!
hand of Steve immediately comes over and grapples Canet across the throat, shuffles it around, basically just forces his head into the ground. He's sort of backing up, rear-hinding a little, trying to get out. His wings are thrashing. He's just like, stop!
The kind of thing I do to my dog when he's eating something he shouldn't. It's like, get him out, get him out!
Yeah, indeed. All right, so that's you. Anything else you want to do, Verity?
I still kind of have my action, so
Yeah.
I guess I'll just be like, do you surrender? In a really badass voice, though.
Make an intimidation check.
Verity is charismatic.
I know, but I don't think I
Is she
chose
intimidating?
intimidation. Unless I did pick intimidation.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
And that can't roll for shit. A 1 on initiative,
Intimidating
a 1
enough.
on the strength check.
holy
Yeah.
fuck.
It's like, I'm
So,
using it, plus A,
Connect
plus
just
my
goes-
rogue, and then
Like, he's hearing the words and he is definitely intimidated by this, and he just goes, and he stops struggling. He is still vicious, but for now, he is not trying to fight back.
Also, can I just confirm that he thinks that the owl did the hand, and I'm just a voice coming because I'm hidden, coming from nowhere?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Well, he's young, so yeah, I suppose this would be his first experience with a fine familiar, to be honest. So yeah, he thinks it's the owl that's been doing this.
very Wizard of Oz moment.
Hmm.
Just do not peek behind the curtain.
So he has technically stopped combat, but it's up to Bellatrix.
Okay. I'm going to move closer and be within range of him, and I'm going to hold an action.
Okay,
I'm gonna
what
let
action
these
you going
guys
to hold?
do all the talking, but if he tries to make any kind of attack, any vicious movements, swing. The knife is
Alright,
going to point at him.
Okay.
Swing.
Swing.
Well, then, if that's the case, Oti's going to hold a firebolt action for that exact same thing.
Cool.
So then that brings us to Arrabella.
Okay, and I'll ask him in Draconic, why here? Why Jairus Jukai?
So, if that's the case. Where is it? Tense.
Mother orders us to be here. in case. It's ready to move. We were born for the sole purpose of being ready.
I'll need more information. Ready to move to where? Born to be ready for what?
A war.
And what side would you fight on?
Side of my mother.
And what's her side?
She allies with those who provide the tribute.
The wrong side, then.
The bad girl.
Yeah.
The winter is my mother.
Oh. There it is.
Your
She's
mother
made
is the
this
reason
land.
that this happened to Jarashtukai.
Yes. My mother has claimed this area as her own, her lair, as per the agreement with the lord of these lands. The payment for these lands, she was to provide the lord with an army of children bred for the sole purpose of war. They are waiting. They are waiting for their god to arise, and then we were to move, claim the world. That is all I know.
Do I have an action still, or was that my action?
We're out of combat now, so
Okay. I think I'm gonna kill it, guys. Sorry. But I'm literally gonna say to it, then I am going to end you now before you fight against us later. And I'll lift up the oath bow.
No,
and I
no,
will say,
no!
swift death to you
He's-
who have wronged me.
Your oath blow starts glowing.
Any last words?
I can help you! I can fight with you!
Inside?
I am meant...
Go ahead.
I'm going to roll for myself as well, because
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
watching the combo.
Arri, you don't trust this creature. You can't get much of a read on it. However, Korgrin, it's difficult to get read on dragons in general, but you can tell it's desperate at the moment, and it might not be telling a lie.
I unleash my arrow.
Yeah, I was going to say it sounds like more desperation and just fickle alliances to serve its own purposes.
All
Like,
right.
to be
So-
fair, if I don't, then so that's
So, as you unleash the arrow, it goes to breathe its cold breath, and just as it opens its gore, its maw, the oath bow just goes straight through the open mouth and just blasts out the outside of it. It's caused a magical blast, just causing scales to go everywhere, and the rings getting ruined. His head just hits the floor. Dead.
Well, nice.
Hopefully Arrabella translates all of this into common, because this entire conversation was in Draconic.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
yeah. I'll translate it all. And I'll just say, it's Aurora. Aurora is the reason this town is frozen. This is her lair. We need to find her. He said that he'd fight with us. I didn't see that, and I'm sorry, but I don't trust white dragons.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is, I believe, the third one we've killed now.
Yep.
Give me a gold one any day.
I mean, to be fair, I think I got a pretty good read on it, but
That'll be
it
Bellatrix.
was definitely just desperation talking. It's just trying to save its own hide at the end of the day, so...
Talking of hides,
Yeah, let's get it.
quite rare.
Let's
Yeah.
get it.
I go and swan dive into the treasure.
It's
I have
it's actually
plus
just
survival.
all gems. That entire tribute is just gems.
Oh, they're all sharp. That wasn't fun.
No coins, no weapons, no armor.
No, just gems.
Kind of disappointing.
There could be some diamonds though. Can I skin connect? Or...
I have decent
How-
survival. I got a plus.
How long do you guys want to be doing this?
Not long.
Not too long.
No, that's true.
Give me a time frame here, guys.
5 minutes max, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I will spend that 5 minutes trying to find the biggest diamonds in this pile of gems.
To be fair, Otti could just have the bag like that,
bag
and you're
of
just
holding
scooping
and
it in.
I will assist Bella with
I think
skinning
my
a
dog is
dragon.
about to bark. Oh no!
Do it,
she's not.
Millie.
That's-
Don't do it.
Do it. Don't let us
Yeah.
down.
Wait,
Calm
wait,
down.
wait.
All right. Yeah.
If
Verity.
people are able to make like a funnel formation into the bag of holding, I can get Hand of Steve to forceful hand as much into it as possible.
Yeah.
The
That's
bag
not a
of
bad
holding
idea.
is not big enough to put our dragon in there.
No.
No, the
The
dragon,
horde.
the diamonds, the gems. So like,
Okay, sure.
someone holds the bag open, we create like a little funnel formation, and then like with shields or something, and then forceful hand just pile it in.
All right
Nice.
then. I want so Verity's going to be doing that with Hand of Steve. Who's going to be helping Hand of Steve do that?
I will help.
Otti and yeah. Okay.
I'll have my shield, Uta can have her shield, and someone can hold the
Or
bag.
Loic can help me. He just needs to hold a shield and stand there and be pretty. Come
So
on,
is the
Loic.
so Arrabella is skinning, and
I'm
so
helping. Well, I'm doing it. Ari's
hold
helping.
on.
Yeah.
So
One at a time.
Bellatrix and Arrabella are skinning.
Yes.
So Loic, Otti, Rennas, Verity, and Korgrin. Are you guys
Korgrin
making
would-
the funnel?
Like to skin the other dragon because I have good survival, so I
Alright.
know Rennas.
Okay, so
Can I give Toby to help Korgrin so he can have advantage?
Toby
I just feel
cannot
like,
help
pay
in
attention
this
to
action. Toby cannot help on this.
But
Alright.
needs an action to do the help action.
Yeah, but that's for combat, not ability
So
checks.
I've got guidance and a +7 to survival, so it's okay,
Like,
honestly.
it's within reason. Mechanically, yes, it works, but it's a bird. How is the bird going to help on the
Like,
skinning
single
a
Single
dragon?
scale off.
Takes the scale off. The fur, the
Beak?
scales.
He
But
would
it's
provide his
dragon
graphical
scale.
talent.
If an owl could could cause damage to dragon scales, then they wouldn't be that valuable, then would they?
But say like Korgrin's cutting something, and then like Toby can just hover there and hold the skin up so he can make a cleaner, longer cut.
I don't think it's.
All right.
Honestly,
What
it's
I'll-
okay.
What I'll do is I'll lower the DC by 1. How about that?
Yay.
Hey.
Yeah,
All right,
Then
that's fine.
DM concedes just to shut you up.
DM says
Okay,
fine.
so all right, so I want dexterity checks from Rennas, Big B's hand, Hand of Steve, Loic, and Otti.
Hold on, because he's doing the forceful hand action.
Quick!
Oh! Hell yeah!
That's
I think
from
they're not
Loic.
funny,
Would this count as an instance where Otti could use
Oh!
Shield Master?
And that's from,
Never mind.
Otti.
Yeah.
That's from Otti.
Fucking hell.
It says here when it's
Everything's
doing
fine,
forceful hand, it makes an athletics check. Can I use athletics?
Yeah.
Go down easily.
Not actually, no. No, he woke up, and was halfway downstairs before I got to him. So,
Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna have another bath.
okay.
I just feel like...
Did you get any milk?
No, I forgot.
that's fine,
Sorry,
that's
because
fine.
I'm so tired.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Do you know where the horse whistle is?
What's there? There it is.
What the?
Okay, so, who am I missing a dexterity?
Sorry. I asked, but I think you took your headphones off when I asked. But I was saying that I was using the forceful hand, which is an athletics check. Can I do that instead?
This is more about how quick you can get all the gems in there. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Blue.
But it's fine with 2 crits. I'm going to say you're going to be able to get the entire fucking pile.
Nice.
So you can you can go ahead and put this in the bag of holding.
Oh, fuck.
We're never gonna die!
Holy shit!
Can I get a survival check from Arrabella at advantage, please?
It would be Bella
Okay.
doing it.
Oh, better then.
On it.
That's it, sir. Just counting how many times you can die now.
And can you tell me exactly what you're trying to skin from it in 5 minutes?
Going specifically for the scales, I think. Is there anything
Scales,
else you'd
okay.
want? Just scales.
Just scales.
To be fair, with 5 minutes, one bit of it is basically all you're going to get. So,
Yeah,
all right, 25. Okay, can you go ahead and roll a d8 for me, please?
I can indeed. On D8. Not bad.
You were able to get 5 young white dragon scales.
Okay.
Korgrin, can I get a survival check from you, please?
You can.
And what are you
indeed.
going for? The scales.
This is for. So I'm going to be rolling guidance as well, just as a heads up. I would like to go for claws and fangs if possible,
Claws
because
and
they
fangs,
shouldn't
okay.
be as hard to get as the scales.
Yep.
So survival, bonk, nice. Roll 1d4, 224.
All right. So, Clayton was not the one that got knocked off a little. So I want you to roll a d8 for me, please. Actually, no. Roll 2d4. All right. So you're able to get 2 claws and 1 tooth because they are very fucking cold and. Like, to prevent yourself from getting any damage, if you had more time, you could easily get more. But with the time that you have and not wanting to damage yourself, you're able to take out one of the claws. One of the 2,
I always
sorry.
forget that you could be like able to get the gland or something, can't you? Technically, you can get like the frost or the fire or the poison gland.
Yeah.
But that means carving into a fucking dragon. So.
So, Zarthus moves in and he's just looking at all this and goes, "How the hell did you kill 2 dragons?
Bella flexes.
What the fuck are dragons doing in the palace?
Interference.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Turiel doing?"
Jack, do you mind moving your phone away or some such from the...
I've got nothing near my mouse. It's my mouse, but potentially. It's wireless.
Maybe. I mean, it stopped, so well done.
Yeah, okay. So he's Zarthus is going, "What the fuck is Turiel doing? Having dragons beneath the palace? What the fuck is going on?"
Your little brother is trying to raise an army.
Sounds
Shall
like
we
he's
leave?
allied with dragons.
I don't have a brother.
You had many.
I had a family once. I don't have it anymore, and I appreciate it if we can leave it at that.
By all means. Shall we leave?
Yeah, I think all this commotion's probably. You hear a massive
Oop, there it is.
on that door. I'm fairly certain that's one thing we don't want to meet.
Agreed.
So it's there, so we might be able to use this as an opportunity to sneak around them.
Get it from the back?
Oh, do you want to know if she can neck a healing potion quick?
Oh, I
Yeah.
would like to do the same.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself. I will do it at second.
Oh, we got some BPs again.
So that's 5 hit points back to Otti. But I assume it's common.
Oh,
I
she'd
don't
go
have-
bigger than that, I imagine.
I don't have.
I
Cure
don't
Wounds.
know what her inventory is, so I'm just going to go with common.
Oh, is
So
it
she
not?
is
on
very
top?
hurt, so she needs the bag of... I don't know what's in the bag.
How hurt is everyone?
Well, OT is currently
I'm
on
fine.
39 out of 105, so...
I'm at 70 something out of 130. So about half.
Loic is 38 out of 86.
I have a superior, so I could use that.
Don't save it. I will use a 5th level. I will cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh, nice.
So I can
Korgrin,
choose
You grab
6 people.
Moradin's
I'm fine.
symbol. And calling upon his power, a golden wave of rushing, restoring energy spreads out from you and starts curing the wounds of everyone around you.
Is that?
So 3d8 plus 3. So people that have taken damage can
Plus
heal for
3.
13 hit points.
Lovely. Thanks, brah.
Could have been better. Could have been worse. I'll take it. Oh no, shit! I will double that, actually, thank you, with Unicorn Armor.
Oh,
You mean Divinity Plate?
Yeah, the Divine
Divine
Plate.
beautiful.
But hey,
So
that was
26.
just knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
There we go, double that. I've used one charge.
Don't you love Wade?
A little bit now, yeah, I do.
I might
26
still
healing.
take another potion just because I took a lot of damage.
Mm.
You did fail the con save, yeah, that's
I
fair.
did, yeah.
So 82. I'm at max.
I got
Fantastic.
one round of combat in with those dragons. I mean, I knew it was going to be an easy fight for you. I just knew that they'd hit. I just wanted to like do the damage, and then that would
Do
be
we
it.
have access to what's in the bag of holding?
Yes, because Otti has it.
I
We will do
want
in 7 minutes.
another health potion that isn't superior. I could use my superior, but if we've got anything else.
There's probably a grate in there.
Oh, I've got one. I've got one.
Wait, Bella. I can do something.
Oh,
I have
just rushing to heal me. This is nice. Oh, but
Yeah.
please hurry up. Please hurry up. Please hurry up.
Okay, I'll
Well, Zafis is moving, so
Yep,
I'm
understandable.
gonna use 2 of my healing hand thingies, so that's 2d6.
Ah,
Hold on. Will that
With
be
a
enough?
15 health
more?
for Oti.
Wait, what was
Ow.
that ping?
yeah, 2d6. It'll be something.
Okay.
Unless you roll
Because
one.
this doesn't require a wild magic search, so I just feel like this will be safest. Come on! Like, you guys can continue. I'm gonna roll it in the background. I just...
Okay.
So who's taking point?
If it's really low, then I'll take a potion. If it's not, then I'll keep it.
I think Rennas probably would to scout further.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah, I will sneak forward again. We're going back out the same way.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, even am I? I'm in the gold.
Oh my god.
And just as you get your way into this particular area, it is at this point that you see that the larger doors are now forced open, but you don't stick around enough to see exactly what it is.
Well, fuck.
So I assume we're probably down here at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, move your tokens however you see fit. Like, aside from that gold, there's nothing controlling these things.
Alt, move into the middle. Because I don't want to be in no wall.
Hello, Otti.
Yes. I'm just going to pee, by the way, 2 seconds.
Alright.
Assume I'm, with Bella up front, perceiving.
Cool.
Telling Rennas not to do dumb shit.
Rennas is not doing dumb shit. Rennas wants to do awesome shit.
It's like, move how you guys want.
Sorry. Like, you take the 3. I'll mark off the 3. Like, it was just being a pain in the ass. That's all I can do. I tried to help.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Are like all these bits dead ends? Like
Yes.
this bit and up here
Yes.
and up there and
Yeah.
okay. So if it goes off the map, it's a dead end currently.
Yeah. Loic will say, there's a boat that we got in there. It connects to some of the rushing waters. That's how we got in. That's how we can get out.
I'm on a boat and I'm going fast and okay. Cool.
Verity, you can just remind me if you're able to move your tokens, or do you need me to do it for you?
If you could do it for me, that would be greatly
No
appreciated.
worries.
I don't know if I'm on mute. Oh, I wasn't on mute. That was handy.
So you just spoke in the hopes that you were unmuted?
That's literally how I do everything, and then it's like I realize I'm mute.
Well.
Like when something happens, and I'm like, wait. So I wait until I get myself unmuted.
Nice.
But like it's stuck on the dice roller. It's not even let me close it at this point.
I think I found another door.
Rennas, there is a door here. Loic will come up to you at this point and say, inside some of those oozes, what are they called? Gelatinous cubes or something?
Was there anything useful in there, or was it just the cubes?
Well, it was the way we came in.
Okay.
I actually lost one of my guys in there.
Maybe we'll avoid that area now, unless you want to salvage his body.
Bellatrix, looking down the corridor that you can see at the moment, you can see there are a number of these gelatinous cubes in something of a crypt with frozen tombs inside.
Oh, there's some more jelly down the corridor.
A gelato cube?
I don't think you're ready.
I don't think I'm ready for this jelly. It's a lot.
I don't think I'm ready for this.
What have we started?
They don't seem.
Barbie's too ready for rage for you.
They don't seem to have noticed your presence, or if they have, they're not reacting. So, Rennas, the door in front of you can be opened if you want. Loic just closed it; it's not locked.
I think either way we're going, we're fighting these cube things, so maybe clearing a way out might be easier. Fancy going through this door?
Man, that interference is weird today.
Yeah.
It's doing weird stuff. I'm really sure.
Discord, it's coming from you, but it definitely sounds like phone interference, but you're saying you haven't got.
All right. Well, I'm just going to hold the microphone now. Then.
Sorry.
I should keep it. I'm keeping it away from all other electricals, so it should work. All right. So, how do you guys want to proceed? Okay. So you open it up, and inside you can see what appears to be a frozen, forgotten variation of a cell block. Inside you can see a nearly skeletal and dissolving humanoid individual, and inside you see one of these gelatinous cubes. And because you're not stealthing, it does see you.
I wave.
So.
It's that fucking TikTok of the dude with the gelatinous cube. Just vibing. Fuck's sake. That's you right now.
Can I get Can I get initiatives, please? There's a 4. Alright. Does anybody else want to be part of this? Because Loic will.
I assume so. I was by Bella for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you said you would be, so.
Yeah, just whether I can be initiativing or not, because Rennas has opened the door and I've seen his face drop, so.
Yeah.
My roll 20's been stupid.
Get on in here. Did I roll or no? Yeah, mine's being stupid too.
Also, I can't taste this chocolate, just as a heads up.
Why are you eating them?
You still have COVID?
No, but this is the after effects of it.
Ah.
How long does that stick around for, bro? You've been.
This is the opportunity to be eating healthy food, not chocolate. Eat all the healthy food that tastes like shit.
I'm dieting next week. Don't worry. I put on like a
always
stone.
dieting next week. I've been dieting next week for the last 20 years.
But yeah, no. Smell, taste, and shit like that can be like 3 months after you actually recover. So.
Oh shit!
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Glad I don't
God,
have
I didn't realise it was going to last that long.
All right, so Rennas, you see this jelly-like cube substance is slowly sifting across the walkway toward you.
I mean, I guess I shoot it with my bow. I can't imagine it's going to be particularly effective.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I will not use the I will use the manti-bow, but not the sharpshooter. 21.
That is a hit. That is a hit. It is a slow and big creature.
Ha! Take 9 damage.
So as you fire your shot, once the ammunition pierces into the jelly, it does reverberate from it, but you can see that the shot itself is disintegrated within but a few seconds.
Yeah. And
Did you move anywhere?
We'll move to the side to allow other people to get good access, and then I will just switch to my shield and stand ready.
Okay. Korgrin, your turn. Sorry, no, it'll be Loic's turn because he has a high dex than you. My apologies. So, Loic is going to say the line. I cast Eldritch Blast. And they all hit. Ooh, bloody hell. 14, 21, 28 points of force damage on the creature. And it is blown backwards because of his thing. And then Loic is also going to step to the side. So that brings us to Korgrin. If you're speaking, Korgrin, I can't hear you.
Thank you. I had muted myself, but I had moved my microphone down. So I can't actually see it right now, so I'll just wait. I'll hold Sacred Flame for when whatever is in the room exits the room.
Okay. Bellatrix, it's your turn.
I'm going to... let's see. I'm going to cast Moonbeam. Wait, I'm going to have to move so I can see it. And then I'm going to cast a Moonbeam.
Okay, that's a dex save from it, right? Or is it con save?
Constitution.
It's 9 from it. I'm rolling like dog shit tonight.
That is
for my monsters. That's a +5 to that as well.
Fuck. I'm going to do it at 3rd level. So that is 3d10.
Alrighty then.
Boink.
Good.
Right, so a visible image of the moon appears above the gelatinous cube, and in just a few seconds it starts shooting down a pure white beam that nearly envelops the entire cube itself. You can see the cube being blown away bit by bit from this constant barrage of pure energy coming from Bellatrix. Is there anything else you want to do?
Move back out the way. I'm going back next to Corgi.
Okay. So then that brings it to its turn. So
I do
it is
not like
obviously
those.
not good. So 15. It's gonna. You can see this jelly-like substance squeeze through the small door that there was. So 5, 10.
Activates my held action.
Yep. So that's a dex save from it.
Correct.
-4. 13.
I rolled a 17 and it has -4. That's fantastic.
What a bastard.
There you go.
16 points of radiance damage. And you can see it's still being it is struggling to maintain its form.
Kind of hoping I would have killed it.
So was
not
I.
yet, no.
Cry from the corner.
My armor. It's going to eat my armor.
Alright, creatures.
Oh, I'm not wearing any.
True. It's going to eat my shield.
I'm just checking
I rely
something.
entirely on nimbleness.
You do the splits.
So yeah, it's going to spend its last 15 feet of movement to occupy the same space as Loic and Rennas. And you guys are now enveloped by this cube as it goes. So, wait.
DC 12, so that'll take a good, 5 rounds for me to roll then.
7.
Yeah. Okay, so that brings us to the top of the round, which is Rennas.
So I guess... can I not just like stab at it with things inside, or is my only option now to?
Yeah, you can stab it. You can stab it on the inside, but there will. Hold on. Just there's a lot of stats to the Gelatinous Cube. Well, first of all, can you make a dexterity saving throw?
I can indeed.
So if you choose, you can push yourself out of the creature.
I will choose to push myself out of the creature then.
Yeah, so you are blown 5 feet out of it.
He's been birthed.
That was weird.
It was a burning sensation whilst you were inside of it, but you did not take proper amount of damage.
Awesome. Was that my action to escape?
No, that's just something that you can do at the start of your turn.
Sweet. Then I will take a stab with a magic dagger. Or
All right.
slice at it. With dagger of venom. What advantage am I? Oh.
That's a hit.
Loic being inside it count as an ally?
Technically, yes.
Sweet.
You give it one good slash, and the speed of which you cut at it effectively just goes, and it just becomes a wet stain on the wall, and its entire body disperses.
I'll just reach down and help Loic up.
Oh god, that was disgusting.
Yeah, I'm glad I managed to get out. It's rare I managed to do something well.
Well, the way is clear, unless you want to go a different way. We can explore, or we can just get out of here.
What do we reckon? Do we want to just escape, or are we interested in exploring? I'm quite interested in exploring. We've already found one pile of gems, but I'm aware that we do have an escape to do.
Can I have a quick look in that room?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, move you to, you're not in initiative anymore, so whatever you want.
Can we see that as well, by the way, Jack, or is that?
Yeah, you can see that there are bouncing jellies inside that room.
Give everyone the quick heads up. Jelly's down there.
Yes. Ew.
Get your spoons, lads. Vanilla.
So Rennas, as you make your way through this particular area, you can go up some steps and you can see that there's something of a whirlpool of water there with actual plant life there. Like the water itself is currently moving. It's not frozen.
Water tends to mean a way out.
Well, this could be the way out. More importantly, I definitely let a magical person know, because I'm no magical person, but if water is currently water when it's this cold, that sounds magical to me.
This means it's flowing, man.
Well, I mean, it's that fucking cold. I would have thought even flowing water would get stopped.
You literally have water that flows underneath, like, Antarctica and shit like that, so...
Yeah, but there's no surface ice on this one. This is like actual.
That's flowing.
I dip my finger in it. Is it like ice cold? Was it warm?
It's very warm.
Ooh,
bath time.
Sus.
I'm being
Insight
told
the water. Insight check the water.
Oh god.
It is water.
I'm on to you. I drink it aggressively.
So what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I'd go back and tell them. I tell everyone there's warm water down there. Weird as hell.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the way. That's the way we came through.
Is the water so warm?
Well, it connects to the main sewers.
Yummy.
Ew.
Nom nom nom.
Let me get my straw.
Oh, you nasty.
But I did notice that it's laced with a magical energy to make sure it doesn't freeze over. So it's not. It's like it's fresh water that mixes into the sewer itself. So
Okay.
That's how we got in.
So that will be our way out if we choose to leave. But is it
Well,
worth
there are more
explaining a bit
ways. It's the most direct way. There are more ways that we could take to get out. As far as my knowledge of the area is a bit hazy because I don't have my map with me, but there are. Basically, once we get to the lake, we'll see the boat, and then from the boat we can get out.
I think we should all jump in barrels and go down this warm water.
Have I seen that
I'm
before?
not a fucking dwarf.
Hey,
I'm a half elf, and I'm proud to be a half elf.
Oh my gosh.
well, it's either we double back on ourselves and go wherever that golem came from. We go south, where there's currently some bouncing jellies, or we go through this river.
I vote for south, and we clear the way of those cubes and see what's down there.
Bouncing jellies?
I've got to just say, the fact that there are bouncing jellies still down here kind of make me think that maybe the golem hasn't got down this far, and that is the assumption I'm making, and I'm sticking to it.
There is not enough room for you to turn into a whale. A whale is a
Dolphin.
huge creature.
I assume she probably means when we get into the lake, one would assume.
Yeah.
Rather than just in this cramped corridor, just boom, whale.
Whale now.
Whale.
So these creatures have not noticed your presence. They seem to be blind beyond a certain radius.
Oh. Do we want to just unload on them from back here?
Disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I'd happily.
How long has it been? It's probably been more than a minute, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no worries.
Can we have an investigation of what was in there? Because it was a body at the end of the day that looked like one of Loic's friends that has just been abandoned
Yeah, that was
again.
Yeah, no,
Loic
Loic confirmed. Yeah, Loic confirmed that was the first person who fell when they were making their way towards assassinating the king. They got ambushed by the gelatinous cube, and that's how that guy lost his life.
Anything interesting in the cells? Or too long abandoned to give shit for?
Make an investigation check.
Rennas, would you like my help because you investigate better than I do, or would you like me to proceed with it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can definitely do that. It is my half-elf brethren is in here. I shall explore his final resting place.
I'll assist, since I pointed it out.
I hate using touchpads.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty shit. It's definitely a 15.
The half elf doesn't have anything on him, but just generally moving around the room, you do find in the snow a metallic signet ring with a little bit of gold inlay into it. It's a fine piece of jewelry, actually. It's probably worth about 25 gold pieces.
Does the signet, does it have a emblem or anything on it that I recognise, or was it just a nice ring?
It's just a nice ring.
Doke.
Shiny. Probably, yeah. Or at least as best as we can get from it.
So, what do you guys want to do from here?
Unload
I'm
on
happy
some
to go
jellies?
down the water rapids, to be honest.
I
Arri
think-
just wants to get out of here.
Yeah. I think general party consensus was clear out and investigate. But we can always rethink.
It's just I'm thinking the fact that we got captured, we got jailed, we escaped, we're in these caves, and Arri would rather get out of them as soon as possible.
Oh, I'm just gutted that I missed the dragon, okay?
Yeah.
To fight some cubes instead.
Want to fight
Let the fighter
something?
fight.
I'm sure there'll be
Alright.
plenty.
Well, you can currently see two creatures that can be totally killed.
Totally kill them, because that looks like a crypt as well, and I love investigating crypts.
You morbid bastard. But yeah, I'm game for killing things.
All right. Well, you guys, from what you can tell, it's blinded beyond a certain radius. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to close the distance, or are you just going to unleash at it from a distance and force it to come to force it to come to you?
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to do a lot of damage, but I'm happy just to shoot arrows at it.
Oh, we've all got
Have some
ranged.
magic
Yeah,
arrows.
Verity,
We've all got-
firebolt.
All right.
We've all got
Well,
ranged
if that's the
capabilities.
case, if everybody would like to make their ranged attacks on the first one, and then I'll move it, and then you can all make your second attacks on the next one, and we'll keep on going to see, and we'll see if it gets to you.
Oh, could you make a dex
So that-
check for me, please?
Oh, of course you would bloody make it difficult, wouldn't you?
Yes, I
would. So 11.
Oh,
They haven't seen us. Am I counted as stealth?
The 11 hits. Yes, Rennas.
I'm going to produce flame as well.
Is that another dex save?
Oh no, it's an attack. I need to roll.
Yep. Just so you know, the AC of these creatures is 6.
Oh, wow.
My 28 crit hits, yeah?
Yes.
I think so.
So go ahead and roll damage, everybody.
Just look at all these dice. I think it's dead.
Well, the first one definitely dies.
That the bottom cube, right, is just chilling. He's vibing, and he's just felt his brother just go.
Basically, yeah. So
Pull out outside of him.
5, 10, 15. Dashing. 5, 10, 15. Next round.
Dex
Here we
save.
go again.
They can't move very far.
Yep, that's a fail. Cool.
Oh my goodness.
Pop,
Yeah,
pop,
roll.
pop. Watching jellies drop. Drop.
Yeah. Hit. Fucking hit.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
hit. Fucking hit. Like, Rennas, the only way you're going to miss is you get a natural 1. So if anybody
Don't tempt fate. He will do it.
hit
Oh god, yeah. I can't believe I haven't done it yet.
as a hit, roll your fire damage, Verity.
Fair
21. Yep, and that kills that one.
This is great.
So basically, that was a very easy encounter. As you guys just see these jellies come up to you, basically unleash everything. And by the end of it, the entire corridor is basically just one long corridor of splooge.
Oh.
Run through it like a child splashing.
You sure you don't want to dip your finger and just...
I just hit my finger in. It was warm.
No, I'm just
Welcome
making
to
that as an
my
option.
underwater palace. It's long, hard, and full of goo.
Look at my schlop. Ooh, slide. Wild wet ride. Ooh, slide.
Oh my god, I keep on leaving the map.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Stop.
You did say you wanted to escape.
Just T-pose and bug your way out of the wall. Just, I'm out of here.
So, inside you can see 5 crypts that are almost solidified over, frozen, and just unceremoniously dumped down here and broken. And another set of steps that go upwards for at least 100 feet. Loic says, if I remember correctly, that's the way to the royal tombs. It's still going to be inside the palace, so we don't really want to come out here.
Interesting, though. But understandable. Korgrin has semi-abandoned the Melkaya search, which we'll maybe pick up on as a 20th level cleric.
Yeah.
They said they burned his body to ash, so
Exactly. That's,
I think it might be gone.
Not with true resurrection, you make them a new body.
Yeah.
Sorry, whose were these tombs down here on this level?
You don't know. You haven't looked.
No.
I would like to look.
Yeah.
So you go up to the crypts and start looking at them, and you recognize one name. One of the crypts says, "Here lies Rahab."
Shit.
Double shit.
The other names all say rather unceremoniously, "Here lies Malik. Here lies Mobius. Here lies Jortanius. Here lies Gaia."
Gaia?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to think if we heard the name Gaia before, because that sounds new to me.
It's make a history check.
I mean, Zaphos is right here. We could just ask him.
Would Arri
Nope.
have heard it?
No.
I want Arrabella to make a history check.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, Gaia doesn't sound like one of the siblings to me. That sounds like maybe it's a parent.
These are the names of the princes that fell during the Succession War. Rahab was fourth in line.
Rahab. Was Rahab the one that
Yeah.
Melody's group tried to...
That's the one.
Yeah, the one they supported.
Malak was fifth in line. Mobius was sixth in line. Jortanius was seventh in line, and Gaia was eighth in line.
So Rahab was fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Who was fifth?
Malak.
Malik. Then Jortanius.
Then Mobius.
Mobius. Then Jortanius. Then Gaia.
Then Gaia. Yeah.
Do these look like tombs of kings, or do they look like tombs of basic men that they basically have there?
They look like tombs that were fit for royalty, and they may have had an entire crypt dedicated to them, but it looks like their bodies and their tombs have been dragged down here, just dumped in the forgotten area and left.
I kind of feel if they had been taken out of their ceremonial tombs and put into really shit tombs and then dumped down here, I'd feel worse. The fact they are still intact as they were when they were laid to rest and then moved down here, kind of don't feel so bad now.
I was actually going to ask if we could check, as morbid as it is, check that the bodies are still in here, because, yeah, I imagine Zaphos probably wouldn't be too pleased.
Yeah.
But we're dealing with people that like necromantic magic.
Zaphos, he has a very stoic face about him, but his eyes are slightly darker than what they were before.
I'm sorry, Zaphos, but would you mind if we checked, just because we know that your brother is a bit of a mad one, and bodies are bodies for him, I think.
I don't care. Do what you like.
Could I? Unless anyone else wants to take the prerogative or initiative, I'll just crack one open and just check that there's a corpse in there.
I'm
should go
happy
ahead
to
and crack
investigate if you'd like me to.
Which one would you like to open?
The one that I'm stood by. I'll crack open a cold boy. A cold one with the lads.
So that's Gaia's tomb.
Mm-hmm.
You crack it open, and there is a skeleton inside with some regal finery clothes, and a rod.
But looks like it's royalty, that's for certain. I don't really want to go about defiling these bodies further than I already have. They've not been shown much respect, as is. I think they
Royal rods. Royal rods are often powerful items. If you want to fight the king, I would suggest taking them.
Do you know what they're capable of, or?
No, I only know what one was capable of, but I don't know where it is.
I was going to ask if there was a crystal in it, because someone said about a control crystal for the golem. And rods are often golem control-y things. That was the first place my mind went.
Arri would probably go around and collect the 5, if there are still 5.
As you open up the tombs inside all of them, they all have their own rods.
I'll just mutter.
yeah.
Korgrin, the rod that was inside Gaia's one, is clearly broken.
What part of it is broken? Is it the crystal or the rod itself?
The rod itself.
I'm assuming there's a crystal on it.
There is a crystal in it. Like the entire thing, like the structure of it is damaged, and it would need repairing. But
I'll take it.
This is what you will find inside the 5 crypts.
Lordly might. Interesting.
do you want me to make a note of these and put these in the bag of holding for now, and then we can come back and...
Seems sensible.
Mm-hmm.
These attunement things, these rods, I'm assuming.
To find out probably.
I believe so, yes. If I did my research correctly.
Okie doke. The Pact Keeper sounds...
It's Warlock thing.
Sounds very low.
Not that I know. Because we do have a rod.
Rod of the Pact Keeper, I believe, raises a spell save DCs and stuff.
Otherwise, I think we pay our respects and peace out.
There's no respects to be made. They died fighting a foolish war. Let's go. And he opens the door here and walks out.
Rulership, pact, alertness, absorption, might.
Act again.
Might's broken. Sorry, guys.
So,
Is this a door by there, by the way? Or should I not know that?
That is a solid wall.
Okay, because
that looks breakable.
I mean, do we want to take a sneak peek? Or do we want to take a path with water?
I'm curious for sneak peeks. If a wall looks breakable and we got those rods from in here, maybe there's
Party vote, yay or nay? I'm not going to do this without everyone's approval.
I wasn't listening, I was paying attention. However, I am one of those people who's like, we need to make sure that we're not being followed. There's no one else down here. We're not going to get attacked from behind. So,
I'll come take a look with you.
Yeah, if the wall's breakable, there could be someone who breaks it from the other side.
Alright, I'll bring Loic and Zaphis back in then. Alright, so what do you want to do?
Could I find the weakest point with Stone Cunning and give it a smash?
Yeah, an easy thing to say. Then, to be fair, the entire wall is brittle because of how basically frozen it is. Really, just go ahead and make a general strength check.
Was someone assisting?
Yeah, me.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm breaking it.
The wall breaks down, and before you is a newly opened area.
With big old rats.
Loic looks down and says, "Oh, hey, I killed those rats. We found ourselves a shortcut. Cool."
Oh, you're welcome.
So they're gonna...
We'll tell Zaphis to hold before he goes on through, because he's precious cargo, I suppose.
Not.
I mean, we don't want you to die down here and be slumped up against one of your siblings now, do we?
Yeah, we always wouldn't it? So, if I remember correctly, we go down that path there, and we stick to the left, and then we go through another door, and then we're at the docks.
So we're just getting the fuck out of here then?
Up to everyone else. I mean, we know that we still need to make our way through whatever parts of the city we've not traversed yet, and then still manage to get to the menagerie.
Well, that place is going to take us directly towards the Elven District, where we'll meet the rest of my people, and from there we can traverse to the menagerie. I'm sure it should be secured by the time we get to the Elven District. I need to pick up my sister, so...
Aye, but how often do things actually go according to plan? But what I'm saying is do we want to conserve our strength for what could probably be a most likely fight? Or do we want to spend more time exploring down here?
Well, I haven't found anything else more dangerous down here, so we do have a little bit of time. We could explore. This place is supposed to be abandoned. That's why we came this way.
Everyone else?
I kind of get where Arri's coming from, that we've just escaped from a prison. Do we really want to push on? I mean, yes, like Rennas always wants to look for more loot, but perhaps escape is the most important thing right now.
Arri wants out.
Well, we chose to park ourselves at the docks. Across the lake there's a little, I don't know, like a hideaway that we saw, but we just didn't go to because it wasn't the way. I suppose we could go there.
Bella, Otti, Verity.
I'm nodding because I'm forgetting I'm on camera. I'm not on camera.
I don't know. I don't want to get caught. We literally have just broke out of prison. I get that, but also
my team is very well trained. They'll hold them off for a long time.
You want to break free here?
Well, if you want to go to the docks, it's this way. He starts walking.
I mean, we can add it on our list of places we have to come back to. It's ever growing.
We'll never come back here. It's now or never.
Is there much more of it to search, though?
You don't know.
Who knows?
I mean,
So
so far,
that I really want to kill.
So far, we've kind of been in here, we've been up there, we've been in top right. So I'd say we've explored like a third, if you want to just look at map dimensions.
But this is the thing: we haven't seen any dead ends from the right-hand side, apart from going into the crypts. So realistically, it could go so far to the left. As a player, I want to explore. As a character, I want to get the fuck out of here.
Do what you guys want. You guys do what you want to do.
Yeah, as a
I
player,
think Bella would want to get the fuck out. Yeah.
Character Arri would 100% want to leave. Like she would be like,
I think we're leaving.
Let's not push our luck.
Yeah.
I can get on board with that, yeah, but I think we'll go with them. Escape.
True.
Run with our lives.
Yeah, let's go.
Right. I mean, to be fair, we got a dragon's hoard. So
yeah.
I'm sure we weren't really expecting to get a 5,000 gold worth diamond.
Rennas really wants that.
Break that.
Not having it.
Why not? What are you going to do with a 5,000 gold diamond? Waste it on one resurrection?
Turn it into gold, and then it's 5,000 gold.
I'll acquire you 5,000 gold, then can I have that diamond?
Yeah, just don't make a rapier out of it. Make a dagger. That's cool, though.
Look, opens this door up here.
It is actually.
Oh, well, this is where we came in.
I'd kind of squish Zaphus between myself and Korgrin to make sure he's protected.
I kind of want to just take a little look up this intersection first,
Yeah, good.
just before we go. Take a look here. Do I hear or see anything from where I am? I can't see.
You just hear running water from down here.
So running water from down there. Anything from up here?
No, that's all solidified. That's all ice. You can't hear anything up there.
But no, like squishing or footsteps or anything like that.
No.
Okay. I'll take a little look there. Still just running water.
Yep.
Cool. I will head back down then. And I will be back with Otti. And we can head. We can head out. Unless we want to look for this hidey hole that's in the lake.
Hidey hole in the lake? Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, well, Loic says, well, look, it's over there. We didn't dock. We docked over here, but you could dock over there. Looked like a hidey hole to me. Looked like a hidey hole to me. Sorry.
We can go and check that out before we go. I mean, that is only just over there. It's a compromise.
The water here is a combination of like physical ice blocks and running water.
So would we take the boat over to it, or are we just going to walk across up top and assume it goes to the same place?
Take the boat.
You could technically just walk across or take the boat. Like there are 3 boats available, so.
If we can walk across.
You just don't know where you're walking to, though. That's the thing.
Take the boats then.
Boat.
Okay.
Boats.
So you all get yourselves onto into your boats. Each boat can hold about 3 people, and so there's enough room for all of you. Loic says, "I'm just gonna put a little note down here for my people, just to make sure when they retreat this way, they know that this way is safe and secure. They should be following after us soon enough." And you all get into your respective boats. And what? So do you sail over there?
Take a little look around, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do a little sneaky peek.
Are there more of Loic's elves down here with us?
There are 5 stayed behind to act as a rear guard.
Yes. Sorry, yes. No, okay, I remember. So I thought we'd like abandon people that we were supposed to be rescuing. I was like, well, I wouldn't be doing that shit. But that makes sense.
So you have now made it to the other side.
There's the door. Do your thing, Rennas.
We'll try and open it first.
It is locked.
We'll try and pick it.
Okay.
Is it just a normal lock, or is it some weird ass 3-piece?
It's a normal lock, yeah.
Okay, I will just have a quick check, make sure it's not booby trapped, trying to kill me as I
Hee booby.
approach.
You can tell that it was trapped with a poison needle, but the mechanism has been frozen over and is no longer functioning. This place looks like it hasn't been interacted with for a long, long time.
I totally heard frozen noodle then. I was like, the fuck? And then...
Okie doke. I will attempt to pick the lock then.
Making thieves' tool checks. Ting! The door lightly swings open.
Hi, welcome to
Yes.
Chili's.
Can still open doors.
And inside
Oh,
you can
Michael.
see a very small room with a table and a chest and a few bits and pieces, as well as something of a kind of a frozen journal, but it's still relatively good condition on top of the table itself. Rennas, you're looking around here, and it's the layout, the structures, the furniture, just the placement of some of the items. It looks familiar. Almost as if it's of Tipper design.
Ooh, interesting. I'd have a quick look at the journal in the middle.
As you start looking at this journal, you basically just immediately look at the front and have a quick look through. This journal belongs to Timothy Tipper.
Tim Tipper.
Just going to put it into your inventory. But I am going to... But I've learned something recently. Voila!
Oh, you can make it pop up on my screen.
Yeah, I can make it pop on everyone's screen.
It's not on mine.
Silver Ghost. Wasn't Lorandir referred to as a Silver Ghost?
Yes. Right, if that's the case. So what?
Awesome.
If I put it in as all players, then
I'll
And
just
then
shout
go-
in as well, just like, Renna, so did you get the door?
has it appeared on your screen
Yeah,
now?
the door's open, but you'll hate
Yeah.
this room, Korgrin. It's full of people like me. Or people like me left all this stuff here.
Anyone else
Well, I'll
wanna
have a
go in?
proper read through the journal in a bit. But that does sound cool.
I mean, I can. Should we just leave it as is, or shall I read it out for the stream?
We're going to go through it all now. Sorry, I was going to read it at a later date, but yeah, I mean, I'm happy to read it out. It's
Yeah,
my
sure.
journal. I'm
Yeah,
excited. I get my own
Do it.
journal.
Yeah.
Okay. The front cover of this huge journal is frosted shut, but in generally good condition. It details activities of a group known as the Tippers. Over the course from their conception right up to the night prior to the Night of Long Knives, a few choice entries stand out. Page 12. The Silver Ghost is easily the best among us. Never considers himself, always looks out for those who need it, and never asks for thanks. I hope I can one day meet his expectations. We practice daily, but his speed is unlike any I've seen. Right when I think my blade might make purchase, he disappears in the spot and appears on the other side of the room. I wonder if I'll ever be able to do that. Page 44. Today he took me away to his hidden away lair. He called it the Pantheon, but I never saw the inner sanctum of it. He has tasked me with ensuring nobody ever retrieves the item from within. He imprinted something on my arm which will burn if ever the traps inside were disturbed. He then named me the head of the guild and encouraged me to make it my own. I can't say I'm creative, so I'll just call it the Tippers or something. We'll aim to emulate the Silver Ghost in every way, as he plans to focus more on his Brotherhood of Knights. Some world-ending threat or another. Page 101. Word just came back. He was executed for his treason. Why Raziel? Nobles are dicks, to be sure, but Raziel revitalised the poor districts, cared for the war orphans as much as we did. Hell, he made me feel pride in our country, so why would he betray us all like that? I didn't think he would go that far. Out of Raziel's memory, I'm going to change how we do things. We won't stick to the capital anymore. Nobody is off limits, and if I ever find that little boy of his, I'm turning him over to the knights. I'll make sure the whole guild knows to comply with authorities for anything relating to the Silver Ghost. The Tippers are not friends of Lorandir anymore. Oh, sorry. Page 207. First time in, well, ever. My armbands burned. I gathered my best to cut off the thieves, but found this party there, strange folk, led by this no-nonsense woman who called herself Carver. This half-elf ran his mouth a lot, Nimbles he was called, but turns out they were just adventurers and didn't take anything from the Pantheon. They had this paladin noble guy with a dorky haircut, George, this bookworm with glasses called Miriam, and a right shifty guy called Talion, too. Kept his face hidden. Anyways, I brought them back to the hideout near the menagerie, got them drunk and slipped some truth serum in their ales. They are looking to clear the names of the traitors that killed Raziel. Couldn't get anything beyond that. Nimbles was a top bloke, though. Got on all right with him. Sent Blade to look after his boy until his mission was complete. I hope they succeed. I would love to be proved wrong about Lorandir, but I'm getting old now. I don't know. Page 266. Well, that old group failed to do anything, but that Talion fella has got connections now. Must have really pleased King Turiel. He's our biggest contributor at the moment. Basically just looking for people plotting against the king. He's young, so plenty of people think there's an opportunity there. As payment, we can operate freely in the city. The king will pardon any court, and we get thousands of gold for each job completed. This will really help us expand. Happy to help pin a few disloyal citizens' nobles. The biggest catch was the Minister of Culture of all people. Heard his head is mounted on the top of the palace now. So the Tippers are bastards. Page 389. Lost half my agents in the last hour. The hideouts are burning. Half-elves have been caught in the crossfire. Hundreds dead. The knight Garrick de Blanc leads the slaughter. He knows exactly where to hit us. That fucking Talion tipped him off, I bet. It's clear he and the king don't need us anymore. Just so I can remember when I return later, the latch code is 7745. Ooh.
And looking at the chest beside you, you can see there is a latch code on it. Very stunning.
I will enter 7745.
Clink! Comes undone.
Anything fun?
A few things. So inside is a hefty bag full of gold. There's about 7,000 gold in there.
Pass it to Korgrin and say, give me the fucking diamond.
I don't. It's in the bag. You got to speak to Otti.
I know. It was just perfect timing that I said I'd get you gold.
Yeah, I know.
Found a bag of gold.
There is a vicious dagger.
Oh.
So when you roll a 20 on your attack roll with that magic dagger, the target takes an extra 7 damage from the weapon's type.
Extra 7, was that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice. Is it magic?
Yep.
It is magical dagger, yes.
Sweet.
There is a spell scroll of Leomund's Tiny Hut. And sorry, where is it? Where is it? I have got my bloody notes here somewhere. Oh, there. There's a javelin inside.
There's a what? Sorry.
There's a javelin inside. It's compactable, so it's sort of mucked up a little bit. But as you pick it up, Rennas, and you can extend it a little, it's got the sigils of lightning bolts etched into the side of it.
Ooh. A lightning javelin.
Every
This
time
is
he
a-
types on his laptop, it literally just turns the screen off.
The wrong with this laptop, it's completely screwed. I very rarely use it. It's only because I'm working, recording, and doing everything at the same time, so I have to use
This is a javelin of lightning.
Nice.
Sweet. That everything?
So you're gonna
that's
put
not
those
enough. I'm very happy.
Are you putting these into your? Are you going to hold on to them, Rennas?
I'll hold on to the vicious dagger. That is definitely mine. But the rest of them, I will probably either put in the bag or pass the javelin to. No one really actually uses javelins. They'd typically be a Korgrin weapon, I'd imagine, but I've never actually seen him use one. But if anyone wants a lightning javelin, they can have it.
Probably one of us stronger people, either me, Otti, or Bella, I'd assume.
I am much more comfortable with my bow.
I think either Bella or Otti, given I do have my own ranged capabilities when I need it.
Hello, would you like a javelin?
I've just put a vicious dagger in your journal.
I'll take it.
Yeah, cool.
You're Bella. You're running out of room to put your weapons.
What have I got?
Well, you've got 2 glides, a vorpal sword, and a sling, and now a javelin.
Oh, I've got a normal glaive. I'll just stick that in the bag.
Okay.
Is it just the standard glaive?
Yeah.
Cool.
Take that off.
I'll put the javelin of lightning in your inventory then, Bella.
Is that a door as well?
Yes.
Pointed out to Rennas if Rennas hasn't already noticed.
What, sorry? Oh, another door. Okay. I was going to check the tables out first, make sure. I don't know if they're actually just map scenery. There appears to be a knife and
map scenery, yeah.
Okie doke. But yeah, I'd have a quick look at the door, which I'm imagining you probably just lead to more funnels.
It is locked, yes.
I will attempt to pick it.
Do you want to check for traps again?
No. I trust everyone here now. Even though, I mean, surely if it was trapped, it would be trapped to people breaking into here, not people breaking out. So the traps would hit someone on the outside. Who knows? There could be a bad person on the other side of this door and it will save my life.
Well, you don't have to pick it because the latch is on the inside.
Okay, I'll just open the latch then.
Yeah. You open it up and you once again see something of a long sort of sewer kind of ductway, lots of water, traversable.
Yeah, I'll pass that information back. It just appears to go back into the caves. It's a long little miniature river. Looks good.
Fair enough.
I'd love to explore it more fully, but yes, I believe time is of the essence. Thank you for suggesting this place. I'm very glad that I got to investigate this little hidey hole.
No problem at all. Let's get out of here. So with that, everybody gets onto the boats and starts with Loic leading the way or guiding. You're able to sail out into this seemingly vast underground frozen lake. You continue onwards until eventually there is something of a little bit more of a rapid, well, not a rapid, but like a current that does take the boat away, so you no longer have to row. At that point, Loic sits down. He brushes himself off a bit and says, "Well, we better get comfortable. we're going to be here at least an hour. So.
Enough for a short rest, you might say.
Yes.
I did hear Otti in the background, I'm pretty sure, go, hang on.
Yeah.
It's also enough time for me to attune to this thing. I'm just trying to work out how many attunements I've actually got now.
A person can only... No, you don't.
Three attunements.
I think it's just the gloves and 2 daggers is all I've got.
Yeah.
No, I have the Eyes of Charming as well.
Yeah. But you don't need to attune to a vicious dagger, so...
Oh, okay. Wait, okay, so I'm still only attuned to 3 things. That's fine.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Ooh, could we use this time to either identify or check what the rods do?
Yeah.
I'll make that suggestion to Verity and Arri, because you two are arcane. Or Verity has, identify, and Arri can do the old arcana, as it were.
Let's have a look. See. Well,
I mean, I'm pretty fine in terms of like spells and health and stuff, so I can spend the hour doing identify on each of the things.
Yeah.
As a ritual, of course.
Okay, no problem.
So
the rods.
Do you want me to just roll an arcana, or do you want me to just give Verity advantage, or I don't even know what I'm doing?
One of you can roll at advantage if you want, or up to you guys. Oh, there we go. 19, that'll do it.
Sorry, I already clicked twice, but I was just wondering if
Alright, so with that, you come to know the Rod of Rulership. I'll put that in your inventory, Verity.
am I doing this as identify spells?
Yes.
Is that boom time?
I believe so.
Oh, that's a high one, too.
Where's my bloody phone gone? There it is. 95. Let's have a little look, see what that does.
9.5. 95? You stupid.
Good thing we're in a boat.
Oh, no.
I'm on a
Magic
boat.
Sales list.
I'm on a boat.
Look, motherfucker, I'm on a boat.
Don't say it like that. Please don't let this be
Hard luck.
A wave spreads out from all of us, and all of a sudden, you guys are just noticing all the splinters around you. For the next minute, all of you are vulnerable to piercing damage.
Oops.
You're vulnerable to piercing damage.
Yeah,
Rennas is investigating his new dagger and stabs himself.
You are all very, very aware of all the splinters in the boat.
Everyone who was within 30 feet of me.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's pretty
God.
much everybody.
That's a bad one. Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like I said,
Right.
good thing we're on
It's
a boat.
everyone, so it would also make other people more vulnerable to it. So if she's near enemies, which to be fair, Verity never is because she's at the back where she should be. So, yeah, probably just fuck us over.
Hey.
It's like,
You
oh,
That's where
God.
you should be. You're safe there. We want to protect our
Can I
Verity.
can I get a second Arcana check then, please? Either from Arri or Verity at advantage.
I already do it at advantage. Wait, do I still have the identify spell go off though?
Yeah, the identify spell goes off. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But you have to do it. You have to do it per item, don't you?
Yeah.
I think it's
Okay,
just
I already
like
do
the
it at
wild
advantage.
magic. She has. It's bad. You're muted, by the way.
I'm not.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Yeah, I was just mouthing because, why not?
You're being a pain. Trying to annoy Zach.
All right.
It's my main goal in life.
The Rod of the Pact Keeper. Its true nature kind of. It eludes you from what from the both of you a little bit. but you are able to tell that it is something that can only be utilized by somebody who has made a pact with a greater power, and would require attunement.
So, like, clerics?
Warlocks.
Oh.
So you.
Heyo!
I was going to say, would that escape Verity's logic?
I shoved that one up my bum.
All right. So, do you want to attune to that over the time, Verity?
Yeah, I'll attune to that one when I've finished identifying.
Right. Unfortunately, I can't get that off of the compendium, so I'll have to rake it out for you. But basically, while holding this rod, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and spell saving DCs for your warlock spells. And you can regain 1 warlock spell slot as an action while holding this rod, but you can't use that property again until you finish a long rest. It's a rare rod of the pack keeper, so it gives you a +2 to your spell attacks and +2 to your spell save DCs.
So would I have to unattune from my wand?
You'd have to attune if you have 3 attunements at the moment. You'd have to unattune from something.
Okay, but I have a +1/1, so if I have that wand and that rod, would I then get an overall +3?
Yeah.
Nice.
You have to hold the rod to get the bonus. It's just.
Well, I was thinking of some modifications to do to my stuff once we get out of here, so you know.
Wild magic was fine, right? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, 17.
So, third one. Who wants to do Arcana?
Do you want me to try again?
Yeah, like you have the better bonus, so.
That's better.
Yeah, so with this, you come to know this Rod of Alertness, Arri, and I'm going to put it in your inventory, okay?
Okay. I can't bond to anything else. Or attune to anything else.
It will require attunement, but you come to know all of its properties with that roll.
We all... I think they all need attunement, to be fair.
Would you like me to read it to you all?
Sure.
Requires attunement. This rod has a phalanged head and the following properties. I just got nail varnish all over my whole wall bowl. Anyway,
Yeah.
Alertness. While holding the rod, you have advantage on wisdom, perception checks, and on rolls for initiative. Spells. While holding the rod, you can use an action to cast one of the following spells from it. Detect evil and good, detect magic, detect poison and disease, or see invisibility. Protective aura. As an action, you can plant the haft end of the rod in the ground, whereupon the rod's head sheds bright light in a 60-foot radius and dim light for an additional 60 feet. While in that bright light, you and any creature that is friendly to you gain a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, and can sense the location of any invisible hostile creatures that is also in the bright light. The rod's head stops glowing and the effects end after 10 minutes, or when a creature uses an action to pull the rod from the ground. This property can't be used again until the next dawn.
Okay.
Pretty good, though.
Alright, so then you move on to the next one. The Rod of Absorption. Can I get another Arcana check from somebody?
Yes.
Yep, so with that, and with the Identify spell, you are able to come to know everything about the Rod of Absorption, and I'm going to put that in your inventory as well, Arri.
Okay. This one sounds intriguing. Well, so, requires attunement. While holding this rod, you can use your reaction to absorb a spell that is targeting only you and not with an area effect. The absorb spell's effect is cancelled, and the spell's energy, not the spell itself, is stored in the rod. The energy has the same level as the spell it was cast. The rod can absorb and store up to 50 levels of energy over the course of its existence. Once the rod absorbs 50 levels of energy, it can't absorb more. If you were targeted by a spell that the rod can't store, the rod has no effect on that spell. When you become attuned to the rod, you know how many levels of energy the rod has absorbed over the course of its existence, and how many levels of spell energy it currently has stored. If you are a spellcaster holding the rod, you can convert energy stored in it into spell slots to cast spells you have prepared or know. You can create spell slots only of a level equal to or lower than your own spell slots, up to a maximum of 5th level. You use the stored levels in place of your slots, but otherwise cast the spell as normal. For example, you can use 3 levels stored in the rod as a 3rd level spell slot. A newly found rod has 1d10 levels of spell energy stored in it already. A rod that can no longer absorb spell energy has no energy remaining, and has no energy remaining becomes non-magical.
It currently has 4 levels stored in the rod, just so you know.
Cool,
Okay.
though. That's spell slots for free.
And then, for the last one, somebody can make an Arcana check. Now, you can tell what these properties are, but it is broken and it will need repairing.
I assume the mend and cantrip will not be enough.
No, this is a specialist thing. This is the sort of thing that not your average blacksmith or arcanist would not be able to fix this. You need somebody who is insanely good at crafting. We're talking nearly deity level here.
Hey, Corgi, fancy calling Moradin down?
Can't just ask God for favours.
With that, though, you come to know everything about the Rod of Lordly Might.
It would be the cool sounding one as well. It's fucking broken. Lordly Might, like oof. Oh, girthy! I feel intimidated by the Lordly Might.
And I'll put that in your inventory, Arri.
Okay.
Now.
The Rod of Lordly Might. This one is a long one.
Does it require attunement?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a lot to it. Do you want me to read it, or do you want me to pop it in our little chat so you can read it at your own leisure?
What I can do actually is, if you guys want to read it, I'll put it in all players' journals, and then what I'll do is I'll show it to players. There you go.
That's cool. Holy shit!
Yeah, like I'm happy to read it if you want me to read it, but that is a lot that you'd have to listen to me for.
That is a lot.
Well, a good thing our viewers love the sound of your voice.
Okay.
So it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys if you want to read it out or if you want to move on to the next part.
It's an item that can be looked up, I'm sure, if they want.
Yeah,
it is straight out of the DMG.
Yeah, there we go. But holy fuck. I'm already on button 1 and I'm like, oh, boner.
It is the cool one that is broken, though.
Exactly.
This is a legendary item. Like, it's a legendary item, and as such, it will require something of equal power to fix it. This is probably by far the most powerful item you've ever found, I'll be honest.
Including Grace's glaive? And the fully charged rod?
Aside from your grandparents' items, yes, in terms of rarity, this is the most powerful thing you've ever found.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, but you guys have an hour to basically relax. Is there anything you guys would like to roleplay whilst making your way towards the Elven District via the underground ducts?
So what the fuck is the plan once we get out of here, guys? I mean, this has been a horrible little journey of death and destruction.
I mean,
do we have a plan of where we're going?
The only place we can go, if we're talking about going via magic circles and teleportation, is the ice caves. It's the only place we go.
That's not entirely accurate. I was able to... Sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to do my best Clayton accent.
It will trigger me now every time you do the Italian accent. I'm just
Did you guys ever pick up on the fact that I never changed Talion or Edgar's voice? They were the only voices for those guys.
I didn't hear much of Edgar, to be fair, because the only time I met him was outside the Frost Gates. So
yeah, no, I never tried to change his voice. I tried to change how he spoke, but like the words he used, but the general voice sound was exactly the same.
I've also got to add out that it was a year ago. I just about remember what happened last week.
I mean, Arri had a hallucination of him in the bar, and I used exactly the same voice of Edgar in the bar, and you still didn't pick up on it.
Yeah, Arri.
Like, to be fair, I also accused Talion of being Edgar in the caves, and he blatantly lied to my face. So, bitter Arrabella over here. Very bitter Arrabella.
Anyways, so Loic will go on to say, well, through some well-placed agents and a correct appropriation of force and dialect, I have been able to acquire the address of a teleportation circle that is not actually generally known by anyone. In fact, we got the only inscription of it that was known to be in existence. It's a hidden away place. near the outside of the mountains. It's a little near, like it's a few days away from Fort Knight, but it's safe. It's unknown, and I'm leading my people there to get them to safety. It's a good place to get them out, and then from there we were going to decide what we're going to do next. I mean, I don't know what we're going to find when we get there, but as far as I know, nobody knows it's there.
Question: Fort Might, that's north of Brine.
Brine.
Is that right? It's north of Brine and east of Vorod?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Do we know if Fort Might is abandoned, if it's inhabited?
Make a history check.
Oh, God. I am asking that out loud as well, so if anyone else wants to jump in.
Sure, let's do that. Just for shits and giggles.
Fort Might is effectively a stronghold that was used in the war against Argoneth. It is still currently occupied, but with a token force. At its peak, it could probably hold the equivalent of about 10,000 soldiers. As of right now, with your travels, Korgrin, you know, probably less than 1,000 soldiers remain there. It is also used as a mass incarceration facility as well for various criminals and such. Like Otti, you would know instinctively that any dangerous criminals that you caught in Oakenheath, and there weren't that many, if they weren't going to be like imprisoned within Oakenheath, they would then be shipped on to Fort Might to serve their sentences.
Rennas is not happy about going to a prison.
Well, you don't have to go to the prison.
At last, finally, the criminal I've been trying to catch for fucking years goes to a prison.
I mean, he was in a prison. You just broke him out.
Otti was the real BBEG.
He's always been relative BBEG.
I mean, Korgrin, the general consensus of Fort Might is that it is in sorry disrepair, but it's still a stronghold, and as such, it is designed to withstand attacks specifically from creatures that do not conform to conventional warfare.
I'll relay this to the group. I'll go, does anyone actually know much about Fort Might? Oh no, actually, I do remember quite a lot about it. Actually,
I play it every now and
then.
Now that I talk about it, it'll come
get all the attention.
Do we think we're capable of taking on 1,000 guards, whether they're prepared or not? Like, how many people have you got, Loic? How many half-elves would be in fighting for him?
Well, I haven't even really considered that. Right as of right now, I've got about 4,000 people taking up arms across the city, but we're trying to escort at least 20,000 people out through that teleportation circle in a menagerie. So
Jesus. Sorry, by Moradin's beard, that's a lot of people.
And I'm sorry that I specifically told the half elves not to include you, Rennas, because I know that you were getting really involved with like royal stuff, and I couldn't like risk the potential leak. We were gonna get you. We were gonna get you once everything was sorted. But yeah, I'm sorry I didn't trust you with this earlier.
I raised my eyebrows at him, but it's okay. I was clearly was following things from our own point of view, which clearly failed and went freaking miserably.
Well, to be fair, I have been a little occupied because every single night the king's been launching raids on Elven District. Because, well, I guess it was Talion that tipped off the king of the hole we were digging, and they didn't like that, so they have been raiding us every single night. Led by this real fucker of a guy called Warlock Ratclaw. Now, I've scrapped with him on a few occasions. It always ends in a tie, but if I see him, I really want to kill him, because he's the guy that took my sister's arms.
Also, the one time Talion was actually telling the truth.
Yeah. Well, now that I think about it, he probably told the truth because he knew I'd go to my people to protect them. I think he wanted me away from you guys.
Well, it's a good job you were, otherwise you'd have been with us when we went to see the king, and you'd have been captured and arrested too, so...
Yeah. Well, how did the king treat a half-elf? Like, how did he treat you?
I mean, up until the moment he threw me in his dungeon, relatively well.
You should
Few
never
members of his
trust.
council weren't great.
I've always told you guys, you should not be trusting anybody with a crown on their head. Now, maybe you'll listen to me.
No.
I'll tell you one thing that'll make you chuckle, though. And I'll just take out a little pouch of 400 platinum pieces. I'll just open it up and say, took this from the Ministry of Law.
Oh, you bastard. Oh,
Proudest moment as a thief.
Well done. Well done. But I'm really glad to see that you guys are okay somewhat. I was worried about you. I didn't know if you guys were being attacked or what. I mean, I've just been fighting non-stop.
Pretty much same for us.
Well, that's the thing. I was stuck inside the Elven district. There was a reason nobody could go in, because the king didn't want anybody to see the sheer devastation that we were getting wreaked upon every single day. We were being attacked militarily, and I had to kill a few people just to get in.
I'm glad you survived, and I'm glad you made it. More importantly, I'm glad you've managed to lead at least some of our people out.
Well, we're only getting started. We've planted. We've been planning this. They've been planning this for a while. They just needed me to lead them and to inspire them as the new Watcher. The ball gown is in the bag of holding. Yes. Loic goes on and says, they've been planting kegs of oil all over the city, in residential districts, in guard huts everywhere, underneath the streets, in the sewers where they don't bother to look. As soon as we get outside, as soon as the attack was being made on the menagerie, I gave the order for everybody to detonate them all over the city. Fairly certain, as of right now, half the city is in flames.
Please tell me they were at least targeted at the military and guard posts. They weren't just scattered about the city.
He looks at you with a very serious look.
I know the guard has been killing half-elves, but you can't be as bad as them. By just killing some people.
He looks at you with a very serious look and says, I am targeting the people that have been discriminated against my people for years. We blew up, we targeted the military stuff, yes. But we also targeted the streets where half-elves weren't even allowed to go on.
I can see the logic in that.
So if that blows up a few evil people who don't like half-elves just for being who they are, then so be it. This is the path I'm choosing to walk.
I'll walk it with you. I don't always agree, but
I'm glad to hear that, my brother. A lot of people are going to die today, but hopefully not many of them will be half-elves. And I really wish Clayton was here to properly roleplay that, because we discussed this at length, how Loic would be feeling about that and how he would present it to you guys.
I can imagine him going off at it. It's like, no, fuck him. Yeah. No, I accept his point of view. I'm not entirely thrilled about it, but I get what he's coming from, and he's obviously had a much shitter time in the capital than I have.
So, aside from that, that's pretty much Loic's entire plan. So, beyond that, he'll just generally chit-chat with you, try to catch up with you guys, see what you've been doing over the last few weeks since he separated from you. Get to actually know what you guys have been doing. And if Clayton was here, I'd say roleplay that, but since I know what you guys went through, no need.
Tell your DM what you did. Wow.
Well, I ate some porridge. It was nice.
So, is there anything else you guys would like to roleplay on the boat journey?
Can I attune...
You have Melody in the bag of holding, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget. I hadn't forgotten.
It literally says Melody Fortis's body in brackets. Sorry, Mum.
I completely forgot about that.
How could you forget? How can you forget a fucking body being stuffed in a bag?
So I got my mum in the back.
I think it's just because I had such a hysterical response to it. I was like, right, Meg, put that away, otherwise she'll like non-stop laugh for a week. Put Mum in the bag. In you go, Mum.
Sorry, Mum.
You put your mum in the bag.
Sorry, Mum.
Oh,
yeah, we've
been through a lot, dude. Okay.
Yeah, it was tough.
Maybe, I mean, it might be a little bit too much, but I could give you a prayer to, help ease your waiting conscience. The prayer would be to me, of course, because I am basically a god.
You know what? I think I'm okay. Thank you, though.
Well, I'm here if you ever want to talk about the Watcher. That's me,
good.
by the way.
No
I'm the
problem.
Watcher now.
No worries. Thank you.
I really think, I'm fairly certain 100% that is exactly what Loic would do in that situation.
Yeah, 100%.
The act, yes.
He is a preacher. Zaphis is silent the entire way, and he won't talk unless anybody speaks to him.
I mean, can ask him for his opinion on what he intends on doing once he gets out of the city.
I don't know. Truth be told, 2 hours ago I thought I'd never even leave that cell. So I'm just kind of adjusting.
Is it vengeance that you feel? Is it sorrow? Is it grief and mourning? Or is it a fire that's burning inside you?
I don't know who you think I am, but I am no one, so I don't feel anything.
I don't understand how you can not be known. You have a name. You're
Zaphis,
still...
that's it.
Has Arri filled us in at this point on his surname?
No. Nope, I haven't. But you were talking to him about his brothers earlier, so I assumed that Korgrin may have done a little one, like,
Korgrin basically asked Zaphis what his opinion on taking it, and I was aware it was a little metagamey, but basically his response was, "I don't care what you do with it." So that's a very generic response.
To be fair, I thought at the very end of last session, Arri did tell everyone, but that's fair.
I don't think she. No, she didn't.
Arri didn't. Meg did. Meg told you all.
Yeah.
Arri did not say a word.
Fair. Yeah. Are you going to look for something quiet then? I mean, you've got to be important to be in a special little section of the prison.
I'm not important. Not anymore. I'm nothing. I'm no one.
So you're a broken man then?
If you want to call it that, yeah, sure. Why not?
Have you considered turning to religion?
And a drink friend is much better.
What god would allow me to stay inside that cell for as long as I did? What god would kill me and bring me back to put me inside that cell for as long as it did? No, thank you.
Understandable.
No.
Did they ask you anything? Was there interrogation, or was it just torture and suffering?
No. They left me alone. They didn't do anything to me. They brought me gruel once a day. They changed my bucket once a day. The only way for me to have been able to measure time was got to see Ariel. She came to visit me. She wasn't supposed to, but she did. She's a good one, she is.
Why would the princess visit a nobody?
Guess she liked me.
Was there that?
Am I close enough to them all? Like, I don't know what the distance on the 3 boats is.
These boats are all within 15, 20 feet of each other. You're sailing very close together.
Okay. don't really want to say anything with Loic in earshot. If I can say something, to Korgrin that's quietly, just be like, she was visiting her big brother.
No, I mean, it depends on where Loic is and where we are, if we're in different boats, etc., etc. So
Loic is keeping his eyes focused on the mission, so you could try to... You can bring it to Korgrin and Loic probably wouldn't notice.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't mind sending it over to him. It's just Loic's opinion on the crown. I'd hate to see what his
reaction would be.
And to be fair, I have no idea what Clayton's reaction would be to finding out who Zaphis is, so...
Verity has left Discord, just an FYI. I don't know why or when. I think it was about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I did hear some, like, her leave.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
She'll be straight back in. I know. Like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but when it comes to Loic and royalty...
Well, he's not paying attention at the moment, so...
Yeah. Like, I'll try and get the group to know, or just try and get that group around, like, that knowledge around the group.
It's alright, if you don't want to know, that's fine.
I'll allow it, it's fine.
Yeah. I want it around, I just don't want it with Loic. It's not that
So
I don't
basically
trust
just
him, it's just the fact that
Chinese whispers, basically.
Yeah, and now she's left all 20.
Yeah, so I think her
connection, yeah. Okay.
Well, I'll chat, speak to the group and say, well, do we want this for tonight, or do we want to go to the ice caves because we know we have unfinished business there? We can always go to Fort Knight afterwards. We could always do Fort Knight and then...
We're not going to Fort Knight. We're going to some place that's like a few days away from Fort Knight. It's like...
I understand. It's near enough to Fort Knight that it may as well be Fort Knight on the map, basically.
Not really. We're going to be in the mountains. Fort Knight's down on the plains.
Alright, speaking objectively.
I suppose we're in the sphere of influence of Fort Knight.
It's the nearest thing of importance, is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to suggest.
I suppose so.
But does anybody have any opinions? Because we're going to need to choose. We're going to need to step through that teleportation circle and make a decision.
I mean, initially I was drawn towards the ice caves, but thinking about it, the only place that we can come out of the ice caves is either right next to the gates, which are now open and could have a lot of fall around them. So maybe Fort Knight, if it's not actually at the fort and it's just nearby, maybe that is a better option.
Well, where we're going has absolutely no ice or snow, so...
Do you have the drawing of the portal on you?
I do. Well, not on me, but it's with a trusted ally.
You able to draw it for me?
I'm going to have him do an intelligence check.
You can have not even a guidance will help that.
He gets the first glyph and is like, sorry, I've only seen it a few times.
He's like trying to draw a circle, and then forgets to kind of like just like draws at the top. It doesn't quite link up, and he's like, "What?"
No, I was just thinking maybe if we went to the ice caves, did what we need to do there, and then from there.
What do you need to do in the ice caves again?
We've got... is this players or is this characters?
Characters.
Well, I still don't entirely know what Talion knows of my mother. Whether she's in there or whether she's not. We know that she's linked to the colossi that was on the gate, the door. We know that there's at least 3 more of those, I think. I think there was supposed to be one of each element or something like that.
Yes. But they are spread across the world.
Aye, but there might be clues as to where the next one may be. There's the Dwarven Vault. I mean, we got one of the words to it. We just need 2 more of the rest of the phrase. We did make mention that we would help the starving orcs there, because we did find only 3 out of 7 of the missing ones. And there was the thing of many faces, the ice of many faces, or whatever it was.
Many faces of ice.
Many faces of ice.
I think the starving orcs might have starved by now, or found food.
They were eating bugbears, to be fair, but there's only a finite number of bugbears to eat.
Yeah, Arri's thing on it is the fact that hopefully it's somewhere, because he knows where it is, hopefully he won't think that we'll go there. So it's like a tactical move, whereas if 20,000 people go through a portal to somewhere else, hopefully they'll think that we've gone there.
So you just want to stay hidden from them?
Yeah, Arri's opinion on going to the Ice Caves is tactical. Because she is intelligent, shockingly.
Well,
door,
Loic's basically going to say he's got a group of mages inside the menagerie that are going to turn coat for him. They are all half-elves. And effectively, they are going to perform a ritual that is going to keep the teleportation circle open an indefinite amount of time for people basically just step through, go straight to the next location. That's their idea. That's their plan to get as many people out as long as possible. So if you want to use the teleportation circle to get to the ice caves, he's basically going to say, well, you're going to have to wait until all my people have gone through, and then I've gone through with them, and then you'll have to.
Understood.
The other way is to use the teleportation circle at the location they're going to and go to the ice caves from there.
I mean, technically, we could do it right here because Verity has chalk.
Yeah,
but it's we said we'd help Loic kind of thing. We don't have to. We're under no obligation to. But
no, I mean, I obviously would help Loic, but if we could do it right next to their teleportation circle, we could make our own and just go.
I would appreciate it if you could help me save as many of my people as you could.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
All right. So, is there anything else you guys would like to roleplay along the way?
I would like to take the small medallion out of the bag of holding, and the notes I have got on it consist of small medallion, golden skull with red eyes, thought reading. That is it.
This is a medallion of thought reading, I think.
I think it's a medallion of thought reading. It makes sense. Most of my notes make sense.
I'm just having a look at the...
Verity's still offline, so I assume her internet is just completely shut out.
Dead.
Looks like, yeah.
Which is a shame. I'm sure she's probably very frustrated.
Luckily, I record the sessions as you can catch up.
No, it is. It requires attunement. It is the Medallion of Thoughts.
That's where I got reading from then. Thoughts make sense.
Would you
Of
attune
course.
to it?
Yeah, fuck it, I'll attune to it.
Well, the medallion has 3 charges. While wearing it, you can use an action and expend 1 charge to cast Detect Thoughts spell from it, and it regains those charges. 1d3 charges expended daily at dawn.
I love the Detect Thought spell. It's my favourite spell.
Spell save for that medallion is 13, but I'll put it into your inventory.
Thank you.
Right. Anything else, guys?
Would you allow that in a combat situation? Obviously, it's more of like a...
No, it'll be an action to cast it, so...
Okay, that's fine. And I want to go and cry on Bella's shoulder.
Oh.
I feel betrayed, I feel gutted, I feel vulnerable, and I'm just going to cry on Bella's shoulder.
Oh.
Well, you have been betrayed, so very understandable.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys have barely even spoken about what's happened and what you've learned, so...
Yeah.
I'm just planning out stabbing Talion in 19 million different ways.
Knew it. We knew it. That's the most annoying thing, is that we knew it all this time.
we have distrusted that guy so many times.
We knew we were stepping into a trap, and we still fucking did it.
Trap that you see better than the trap you don't, I suppose.
Take out the oath bow and take out my dagger and lightly carve into the edge of it Edgar Talion.
Yes, you can.
Nice.
It is as you scrape into it. You don't damage the bow in any shape or form. The wood carves off rather nicely, and by the end of it, kind of they're very cutting words that you have Edgar Italian inside of it, and the bow, whilst it does not have sentience, the way that it's designed understands the motive.
You get to kill him with his own bow.
I plan to.
Assuming we can hit the bastard.
I didn't trust easily anyway, and then he goes and destroys any trust I had.
Yeah, I know that feeling well.
He will die.
We alone are best.
Well, doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? I mean, if you think of it, if he was Edgar all along, why didn't he just take you? I mean, we fought him at the Frost Gates and we lost soundly, so why didn't he just take you? He had every opportunity to, though, didn't he?
There's obviously some set time he needs our blood, and that time is not yet. There's a chance.
I don't
Our
even think
actions-
it's just that. I actually think he's conflicted. I mean,
I
he's
think we're just nicer prisoners when we think we have free reign.
not only that, but he could have. You're very right. He could have taken us just whenever we wanted. He wanted, sorry. But he said he needed us stronger, for starters. Why
What does
would
that
he need
mean?
us stronger if he's going to sacrifice us? I genuinely, I think he knows that Arganeth is not something to be trusted, and I'm not making excuses for the man. Lord knows he's earned my ire, but I don't know if maybe he wants us to vanquish Arganeth or something, because he said if you think back about when we spoke with him, he said he doesn't really work for the king. He works with the king when the goals meet his ends, but he isn't
I think that just
necessarily
means that
aligned.
he's as treacherous as it can be, and he only serves the king because it's convenient for him, and he'll backstab the king as soon as he's able.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think he's saying that's the same for Arganeth. He's just using this world-ending demon. Plans to betray him too, with our
But
possible.
why? Why? What does he want?
That much I do not know.
He might
I also
want
don't care what he
Arganeth's
wants. I just want to kill him.
power. I mean, if it's possible to inherit a demon's power, I don't know. If you can become a host for it or take its remaining power. I know you can, but you're kind of an exception to the rule.
Well, I
think-
am the Watcher.
I think you're a little bit of an exception to the rule, given you kind of were dead and then you were resurrected and then you were imbued with a spirit and all kinds of weird malarkey. But I don't know. I think he has ulterior motives that isn't just spill our blood on the floor and scoop it up.
I don't think so. I think he's in it just purely because he's been mind controlled by Arganeth.
But then he's
And I think
also... Yeah, but you've got to remember that what we saw at the throne room is that Tyrael has the necklace on. He's being spoken to presumably by Arganeth all the time.
And who do you think gave him that necklace then?
Yeah, I know exactly who did, and it would have been Edgar Talion. But if he's still under Arganeth's will, then they would be aligned in their goals. But Talion still seems to have some element of free reign, free thought. He controls his own actions. He's made plenty clear to us many a time.
Well, when Ezekiel was giving me his power before I started taking his power for myself, he gave me free will because he believed the willing servant would be more effective than a man control. I mean, look at that Kurazal. Like, he had slaves that were man dominated, and they were useless.
It doesn't sit right. It's too convenient. It's too convenient. We're not the first group he's betrayed, and I'm sorry for bringing it up, Bella, but we're the second. And there are at least 3 parties that he's pulled the wool over eyes of. That'd be us, that'd be the original group with Melody and the rest, and I think Tyrael. And I don't know why. I don't know why he's pulled wool over eyes. Certainly not the king's. Why does he need to? He's already his most trusted servant. He's in charge of the Order of the Knights. There's something else. There's something we don't know.
I think he's just a snake, and I think you should listen to me on this one, Korgrin. I know you guys don't listen to me because I like to preach a lot, but I honestly think he's just a snake, and he's just betraying is in his nature.
No.
That's probably why Argonef chose him.
No. There's more to it.
Like, everyone. Like, I'm just going to shout over. So, just out of curiosity, if Talion said he needed your help with something, and it was over in a building somewhere, who, before all this, would you have gone willingly?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, I'd ask who needed help, and then determine from that, I guess.
If Talion was standing in a corner, who would rush over to him as quickly as possible?
If he was trapped or hurt?
No, if he was like over in that corner over there, and you could see him, you'd rush to go and kill him.
I don't work. I stand here.
Oh.
It was much easier. Kill him at distance.
I'm wondering if he needs us to go and find him willingly.
Find Talion willingly.
Find wherever Talion... No, we've all got a vendetta. We all fucking hate him. I want to stamp him in the fucking face. He is just dirt on the ground. Shit in the water. There's a piece of shit goes by, you know. I'm wondering if he needs us to go to wherever he wants to sacrifice us.
That would, according to the king, that would be in the heart of the Forbidden Land, the old country known as Talia. That was Talia is for history purposes because it's general knowledge. Talia was the country that experimented with demonic summoning and ended up bringing forth Argonef, who destroyed their country from the inside and began his demonic invasion of Winterwood.
So in theory, if we got
center of Talia.
Talia.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was completely coincidental. It really was.
Sure.
And I'm going to be genuine, guys. Like, I thought, what's a cool fantasy sounding name for this guy who's about to turn up? Oh, Talion, that's a good one. And I didn't even make the connection of Talia and Talion until like about a month later. So
not even from any games or anything like that.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I got Talion from
yes,
the Shadow of War game.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was a fantastic name, and it's also a generic fantasy name as well, and it sounds good. So let's just do it. Let's take that. But yeah, Edgar was ridiculous.
I'll hate it every time I hear it.
Yeah. I am generally convinced that if we got a note tomorrow that says that Talion is in this spot and he's going to be in this spot for a week, we'd go and kill him. We would go there willingly. I'm wondering if he needs us to go somewhere. He needs us to follow him. And I don't want to follow him. I want to
it sounds to me like he set up the perfect elements to create a perfect trap for you guys. And he's the perfect bait.
But we'd have gone to help him before, I think. I don't think he gained anything by betraying us.
Well, I suppose, he could be a sacrifice and we might have to kill him, and then he can, because he's wearing the shard, he could then open up the portal to Argonef. Just food for thought. I am pissed off. I'm going back to crying now.
You guys know more than anybody else on this particular matter in that it is your bloodlines that sealed the sealed Argonef, and it's only your bloodlines that would open the seal.
Mm-hmm. And as far as Talion knows, he's not related to any of us. That was how he answered that question.
Well, according to Melody's journal, his parents were royal knights who were killed by your grandparents on the night that they killed Raziel, and he has spent his entire life dedicated to ending your bloodlines because of it. He's never got on the... And if you remember conversations he's had with his parents, that's always been a sore spot for him, and he didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
That would logically consist of a motive as to why he is doing what he's doing towards you guys.
Aye. I think there's more to it. It's not just simple. Look at me, I'm a bad man. Come kill me.
Either way, I
Sounds-
still remember the crazy Edgar that we faced in front of the gates. We can't take him on yet, regardless of why he's doing any of this. So all we can do is.
No,
Well, we're
Training,
strong.
got more
We're
time.
stronger now, aren't we? We're stronger now.
not enough.
Yeah, not strong enough. That guy was insane.
Well, he was very skillful with his blade, but what if we took his blade away from him? Well, we've all seen him what he's like with a bow.
Easier. It's all easier said than done, my friend. I think.
Yeah.
I just whispered, just like, he metal the blade.
No. What about? What? It got me thinking. That time in Melchiah's hut. Why was he telling jokes? Why does he tell jokes? Doesn't sound like. I'm just confused as to why someone who's so obsessed with reviving a demon lord and spilling your blood all over a shrine would, why would it be the type of person who tells jokes?
Welcome back, Verity. I think deep down he wants to be. He wants friends. He wants love. He wants to be
I think
liked.
he was just part of his camouflage. He was telling
No.
jokes to try and fit in and to try and stop us thinking. Or at a certain time, if he's feeling particularly angry, i.e., when we're with the king and we're with a potential relation to the king, I can see why he'd be pissed off that all his plans are falling apart when he thought he'd already wiped out the bloodline and betrayed them all.
Nah. The way he spoke to us was the way a kid speaks because he didn't get the present he wanted from his friends at the party. It came from a place of hurt. It came from you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you. You didn't mean anything to me, and here's how I'm going to prove it by saying nasty things.
But this is exactly the same thing when he got into the room, and that's what made me like rub me up the wrong way, because I say as like sobs of tears. I'm like hysterical and like trying to say this. That
when he came into the room,
yeah, he acted like a child. He acted like, and that's what kind of threw me off. The fact that we didn't know who was around. We hadn't even walked through the door, and he was automatically like, my plan's going to work. It's going to be fantastic, regardless of what the plan was. I think he has spent so much of his life deceiving people, making people believe what he wants them to believe. He doesn't understand what we were offering. And the fact that his parents, I don't know, math, working out how old he would have been.
He's 40
when his how old would he have been when his parents died?
He would have been quite young, probably roughly around the ages of 10. He was, yeah.
So my
30 years ago.
My guess is he would have gone into an orphanage or something similar, or been taken in by someone, and he was just suffered. And unfortunately, that's what happens with people who suffer. They turn into bad people.
Does that justify him turning people into demons?
No, but what we're saying is that the whole joke-making thing, there's a duality to him, and that's why I say he's more complex than we think. There's a part of him that wants to reach out.
I have to disagree, Korgrin. I think he's just intelligent. I think he is just trying to. He understands what it's like to try and behave like a normal person to trying to fit in, and he will utilize that in order to try and throw suspicion off of himself. I think he's treacherous through and through. He understands he's treacherous and knows what measures he needs to take to not be treacherous. I think he's just a sociopath.
Nah, that's...
He is manipulative. He is deceitful.
He is
full of shade. I thought I knew what he wanted. I genuinely thought that I knew what he wanted.
I don't want to, push any buttons here, Arri, but it does sound like, or it seemed like he was trying to, get in, personal with you.
He did try, and to be completely honest with you, he very almost got there.
what would have? Why would he do that? I mean, personally, I think he did it just to make, because he knew he was going to betray you at some point. I think he did that just to make it sting even more.
I strongly advise you shut your mouth, or I will shoot you and push you over the edge of the boat. Do you understand me?
Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean to push your
Do
buttons
not
in that
push
way.
my buttons. You sit down. You be quiet on it. He is manipulative. He is deceitful. You do not need to go into this any more than you already have. And can we talk about something else other than this?
I
We can always
apologize.
go back to the betrayal of Edgar Talion later on. Right now, we need to get out of here.
Well, we're nearly there. Anything else you guys would like to discuss?
Nope, staying very
What do you want
quiet
to
for
do?
the rest of the journey, not saying anything.
Or are you intimidated?
Slowly
Are you
Harry.
very intimidated to quietness from Arri?
Yep, that's it. Nothing else
Where,
now.
like, carving into
Display
the
of pure rage from the otherwise rather small Arrabella.
Could I pray and see if... I'm not expecting anything now, but do I think the Rod of Lordly might be something that Moradin might be able to help me fix?
Moradin probably would, if he was so inclined to.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Like, it's the power of this particular staff and just the magical energy it could wield. Yeah, like any deity would be able to fix it. It's just that it's a case of whether or not they would be inclined to.
Okay, that's fair. I will put that down as food for thought. Thank you.
And with that, you can see a source of natural light at the end of the duct that you have been travelling downwards. And once this light opens up, you come into something of a suburbia area where there's a constant pool of rancid water or freezing water flowing out from several tubes. And as you look around it, you're at the very base of the Skyhold district, where it shoots up as far as your eye can see, and you know that this is where the sewage of the Skyhold district is burst into. And looking around, like nearly the entirety of the Elven district or half Elven district it's smelly. And there's a lot of rottage and sewage everywhere, but there is no pavement. There is no ground. It is just solidified ice everywhere. Like, it used to be flooded and then it just got frozen over. The buildings are cramped together. They are broken as well. Like, you can clearly tell there's been a lot of, warfare in the streets, like, recently. You can still see some smoke billowing out a little bit, but the smoke only goes up like a certain amount of feet into the sky, where it is then being sort of dispersed by some form of magical barrier that is over the top of the district itself. Loic confirms that they've tried to dispel it, but to no effect. Whatever it is masking the fact that they are being attacked to the general populace. And looking around, you can see that there is a great hub of activity already. A lot of half-elves are getting their things together. Their goods, various personal effects, families are traveling together, and there's a lot of hurriedness about them. And the one thing that you'll probably notice above all else is the sounds of pretty much a battle in the streets from every direction. And every 10-15 seconds, the sound of explosions. Whether or not from Loic's oil and kegs exploding or from an arcane battle or somewhat. Loic looks to all of you and says, "Well, my friends, it has finally begun." Are you with me? Are you with me? Will you help my people get out of here? Get them to safety?
I believe we'll do what we can.
Hell yeah.
Yitty!
Oh, Lemmy!
Then I am relying on all of you. First, I gotta go find my sister and make sure she's okay. I'm hoping she can come with us. I'm hoping that we can avoid any combat until we can get to the menagerie, and then we gotta hold the line as long as possible to get my people out.
Okie doke. We can try and, if we do run into any combat, we can try and keep them away from you and your sister.
Thank you. Well, give me 10 minutes. I'll go find her. I'd like to introduce her to you, actually. She needs to see some good people. All she's seen is badness. So, yeah, stay right here and I'll be right back. And with that, he hurries off into the sounds of various people running around, screaming, battle, warfare, chaos in the streets. And that's just where we'll end tonight's session, guys.